We'll leave it how it is. I keep forgetting you got a giant snake in the corner of the freaking house.
I gave her a bath the other day. She actually hella liked it. It's pretty cute. It was as cute as a giant fucking murderous snake can be.
Yeah. Oh shit. Phone's still on.
Yes, please. I brought my little mocktails. Yeah. So I could feel all fancy. How many cats do you have?
I have 2 and my roommate has 2. So that's how I say it, so I don't sound like a fucking psychopath. I got 4 cats! Like, no, if she has 2, I have 2. I had 2 dogs, but I lost them last year. Or they both died of old age. But, so yeah, it used to be quite a fucking... well, the white cat wasn't here. I got him after. But yeah, I had 3 dogs and 3 cats in the house.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's pretty much, like I said, it's an animal. Like, we had a whole other couch, and it's pretty much the dog couch. This is not even, no human sits there. That's a freaking animal thing. No more, you're spoiled. You're spoiled.
Today being day number 4 on watermelon journey, I'm also 149 days.
You got your TikTok phone and your Facebook phone?
So I go from at my music platform on TikTok, right here, and then this one's the Sonic.
Got it.
Lady, she actually stayed with you, huh? Didn't just take off?
Me?
Yeah.
The one that came out in front of me? Right.
Alright, that's good of her. So when I first saw that, she was like, oh man, somebody fucking clipped it and took off.
No, she stayed. I let her go there because she didn't have insurance. I knew she didn't.
What color was she?
Black.
Was she? God damn it. You should have been like, happy Juneteenth, get out of here. Fuck.
Try not to be stereotypical.
I honestly pictured like for some reason I pictured like an older white woman, I guess.
He doesn't. Alright.
I'm like, I always just go with it's an estimated guess.
Yeah. He tries to get me to do it too.
Although, you know what?
I'm going to bring you down to my level one day.
Yeah.
I was that person that drove without insurance. Because I was like, oh, I haven't had an accident in so long. It's fine.
You're gotta be alright.
It's fine. And then what do? I go months without insurance, and of course I crash.
That's when the accident happens.
Yeah, you pay $5,000 out of your own pocket, and you're like, okay, I think I should have insurance.
Might not be the worst thing.
Right? I guess it's useful.
We'll keep all paraphernalia off the table because this one's for her. She's gonna be promoting this.
You're so funny. It's honestly, it's fine. It doesn't bother
We'll be
me.
able to see if this one goes out too.
Although you guys like chopped up a line of cocaine, I'd probably be like, oh, fuck.
You're like, alright, it's time for me to go.
Yeah. There's just some things I can't be around. Weed and drinking never bothers me.
So are you going to join me on this side?
Yeah.
Okay. You're welcome to come more forward if you like. We're pretty much ready. We just gotta Sit down.
No jug of beer, sir.
And then, please, you are going to have to pick up your phone or whatever for that first day of this month or
I
year.
was thinking about that.
Yeah, because is the computer coming in and out of this room? It'll be we're trying to get it to where it's like, I don't know, easier laptop stuff like that.
The egress has been destroyed.
Yeah. Oh.
The ingress and egress.
You can probably slide that forward a little.
I don't want to mess with shit.
Slide it forward.
But yeah, wherever it's out of the way.
I don't want to fucking shit.
Good.
Yeah, I can get around that.
Knock it over.
We'll see how many beers go. It's fine. I feel like somebody knocked over my plants outside.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in crumbs for that too. Marty,
Really?
secret plant.
I think we really. I mean,
It looks like it's been knocked over because part of it was broken off.
Oh, shit.
And half the soil on top with all the nasty fucking little leaves from the tree.
Huh.
I was texting that you're not gonna clean over the
I was gonna move that bucket too. Oh, it's behind the TV. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we were passing this side. I don't see that.
I know you do. And if I.
You guys can pick riding socks. I have 2 pairs for you guys.
Oh yeah.
I
love it. Thank you.
You got the general pattern and then the double skull.
Nice. I like these. Those are cool.
Right?
I like that design with the F. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's our logo.
Is it
So
F?
we started as flat billers
Oh, okay.
because Derek loves flat bill hats, and he says that like when he put on a flat bill hat, he got like this shock of what is that word? I don't know. What is that when you confidence?
Okay.
Thank you. And so that's how it is. The F is that, and then the A and the I for always improving.
Like it outside, Mobile Bee. It's
Yeah,
fucking
I
hot.
like that it looks like smoke.
How are you feeling, sir?
I feel like shit. I'm very hungover. I was out. The fucking stupid midget show didn't end until like 11.
Was it like the midget wrestling?
No, it was like a midget
Okay.
burlesque
I
thing.
can see that.
What?
Yeah, it's called Micro Maidens.
Oh,
So I
wow.
don't see you on one of my days. Let me move that cat down.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
for right
you can do that.
You guys, you can go ahead and get started. We're ready. Everybody's on.
Yeah, so it's Micro Maidens, and it's like a little burlesque thing. They don't get like nude or anything, but they were given like lap dances. But that's what my brother wanted to do for his birthday, was go see Micro Maidens.
Did
I'm
you
like,
get a
whatever.
lap dance from a midget?
I did not. I got my brother one though.
And how was it? Just like,
She was pretty aggressive.
really?
Just like bouncing up and down on him and like pretty hard. I was like, damn, dude.
I would be, it's like, I would picture it borderline like having a little chihuahua hump your leg.
Well, my brother's like 6'3" or 6'4"
Oh, God,
too, so
that
he's like,
makes it even more intense.
yeah, it's pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I had a good
You
time.
guys are okay?
That's
but-
funny.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining. It was in Roseville.
Micro maidens.
Yeah, the only thing that really sucked was the seating. They did a pretty shit job with the seating, and it was like super hot. Like we got there, and I heard one of the workers like, he's like, "Man, why is the heat on? Why was the heat on?" And I'm like, "Why is the fucking heat on?"
Right?
It's like, dude, it's freaking 90-something degrees out, and you guys got the heater on. So it was pretty damn hot inside. Like especially once you get all the people in there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people in there. It was packed.
Oh.
It was crazy. But then they were also charging like $10 for a beer, just because I guess because it's an event. But it's
Right.
like, dude, you're a bar. Like you don't charge $10 normally. Come
Right.
on.
Right.
But yeah, it was cool. I had fun.
I think that's why I like going to shows at Goldfields.
Where's
Like
Goldfields?
in Roseville.
Okay.
I've gone and I just saw Memphis Mayfire there. But they don't like increase their price of alcohol.
Cool. That's
So,
good. Yeah.
I mean, I get the Red Bull. Like I'll do Red Bull and Sprite or something. It's like $6.
Okay.
But it's not super unreasonable, you know? It's like you pay $200 for a ticket to
Yeah.
watch a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on, man?
Ready?
Who's our guest here?
This is Krista, you guys. Krista has a brand, always improving. You guys have seen her at a couple of the events out there. I had spoke with Krista, and she agreed to come on and embarrass herself with us for the night. So we definitely we will get to her brand, and I'm really curious about the history. I mean, I've heard a little bit of it, how she got to where she's at, but I have some questions. I want to hear more of the story. And she had been on another podcast too. No, I'm gonna have to. Okay, it was just you. I just need to move that one. But she had been on another podcast also that we're still waiting to come up, so we'll be promoting that as well. But you don't want to like start how you usually do, like talking shit, asking everybody about their day.
Oh yeah, I mean it's kind of what we were doing anyway, talking about the micro maidens. So
Yes.
So apparently Matt went to the micro maidens.
yeah, and then so afterwards, and I don't know how I did this, so don't even bother asking. But somehow I got stuck on train tracks. Theoretically, there's not even supposed to be train tracks in between my house and the place, but somehow I found train tracks and fucking got my car stuck. And I don't even know if it was like actual like in-use train tracks or if it was light rail tracks. Like honestly, I have no fucking idea where I was even at. But I pretty much I'm like, all right, well my car's gone. Like it's over. It's gonna get smashed by a train. It's like pretty much just
died on the tracks?
No, dude, I freaking got it like wedged. So like somehow like on the frame of my car was stuck on one of the rails, bro.
Oh shit.
My car was just sitting there like, and then I'm like telling my brother, I'm like, bro, get in the car and fucking drive, and I'll start trying to push and tilt it. This fool can't even drive a stick shift. So he gets in, he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, fuck, get out of the fucking car. So then like this dude just happened to come by who happened to have my other brother's name. This dude just like rolls up and he's like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, I'm fucking stuck, man. He's like, well, just got these new toe straps if you want me to tow you on. I'm like, yes, please. Tow me the fuck out of here. So dude with toe straps just shows up and fucking saves my ass, dude.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got lucky. Because I was, like I said, I pretty much was like, all right, my car's fucked. Like,
Yeah.
I was like waiting for a light rail to come by because I wasn't smart enough to realize it was past midnight. Ain't no light rails running anyway at that time.
I'm
But
trying to think of where you got stuck at.
I have no idea. I was in Roseville,
Roseville.
like Old Town Roseville.
Okay.
I don't even. My brother said we were like right by the place when that shit happened. So
It's probably like the bar area.
it's like what? I don't know, dude.
That's right. I think that.
No idea.
Well, actually, the tracks go by the Denials auction too. It wasn't out there.
I don't know, dude. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Got my car stuck.
The track.
As well, though.
Yeah, they do it right there.
Yeah.
I remember there's
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
bus,
It's
that train
still
stop
still
right
in
there.
use, huh?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I was like,
Very
I
lucky.
Amtrak.
saw a light and I was like, fuck, there's a train. My brother was like, what? It wasn't a train. I don't know what it was. It's probably somebody's fucking house light. But yeah,
No, I'm pretty sure that track is live all night.
cool. Well,
Because Amtrak, they got a whole bunch of trains and they'll send trains out.
wow.
every
Yeah, so
couple hours,
I got
you
pretty
know.
lucky. My car's intact.
Yeah,
I didn't fucking
that's
destroy
crazy.
it.
I can't believe your brother doesn't know how to drive his manual.
I know. I told him after that, I was like, bro, I'm teaching you how to drive a fucking manual.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know how to drive a manual.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not Mario Andretti, but I can freaking shift a car.
Right.
But yeah, I was pretty pissed. I'm like, bro, get in the fucking car. Like, because he doesn't know how to fucking try to maneuver the car or anything. So I'm like,
I literally get that with like my members that I tow. I'd be like, you want me to help? I'm like, no, just stay over there because you're just gonna mess shit up.
Right.
I had one member almost hit his car into somebody else's car. He's over here being theatrical with the wheel. I'm like, no, get out, get
Wow.
out, dude. Like, I'm responsible right now. You get out.
Oh man.
so you had a fun time. You got hamburger meat for fucking arms, dude.
Dude.
I got banged up, you guys. I'm all fucked up. It was a lot of fun. It all started on Saturday with us.
Yeah, it was a good day.
We went to the Miller Built event, which is where I was able to introduce these guys for the first time. And it was awesome. We hung out, we had a good time, and then me and Matt decided to go to the river afterwards. And, we
Such
had...
a bad idea.
We were 24 pack by the end of the night.
Oh,
for sure.
Easy.
I think we had a 12 pack by the time we got to the river, and then we walked back up and we got
Well,
another
that's
12
not
pack.
even counting what we drank at the event.
Yeah.
We drank at the event, then we went to the river, drank a bunch,
We were
then we
so
went to a
messed up.
bar and drank because we got 8
Yeah,
beers.
because we were eating. That's right. We
Yeah.
had a big. Yeah. Dude, we were messed up.
You jumped in the
So
frickin'
we're-
river
We were
with
down
your
at the
clothes
river.
on, all your clothes on, except
Pants,
for pants,
shoes.
shoes
Oh my
on.
God.
I'm sure
You're
they'll
that
do. Yeah.
He was
I was.
sitting up there forever too, because there's people underneath, so he has to wait for the fucking kayakers and shit. And I'm
I
just
know.
sitting here. He's like, He's like, film me when I go up. So
So
I'm
much.
filming, and then he's just standing there forever. I'm like, motherfucker. And then I finally got
Like
it.
a minute.
And when he went, you just hear me go, oh shit.
Yeah. It's on the
I'm like,
video,
this
goes,
motherfucker,
shit.
like, I gotta
I'm
make
already
sure
in the
he
water.
doesn't
He goes,
drown.
shit. But I had been looking at it. So I went out there with Shelly one time, hanging out, enjoying the music. Went out there with my son one time on his birthday. And then I was out there with you. And every other time I looked at it, I'm like, I'm going to jump that bridge again.
Right.
And then when we were down there, I was feeling it, because I'm already a 12-pack in.
Got a good buzz.
Yeah.
Got
fucking-
that Superman
it's
And
feeling.
a couple
down.
other people jump off the bridge, and I'm like, okay.
It's pretty
I'm
high, too.
feeling it.
It's pretty high bridge.
From where I jumped,
Yeah, you
I think
jumped.
it was a 70-foot drop.
Really?
I think the rails are like an 80-foot drop, or maybe
Jesus.
I'm wrong. Maybe the pillars are 80 foot and the rails are 100 or 90 or something like that.
Well,
Wow.
now I want to go do it.
It's insane.
I'm not going to do it fully clothed.
I know, I'm like,
Bathing
I don't
suit.
even know how this fool did it with his fucking without losing a shoe. I'm like, how the fuck,
That
bro?
far.
Like,
I
what the
haven't
hell?
worn-
Because my shoes don't stay that tight, bro. I'm like, how the hell did this fool?
And they're steel toes too. They should have brought me right to the bottom.
And then at the time, I'm like, why didn't you just
What?
swim this way? Fucking didn't even make sense. Like, I'm fucking dumb. You're like, no, I'm
Yeah,
fucking going the
the
normal
fucking
way.
current,
Like,
yeah.
why would I swim across the river?
I remember a couple of my boys tried to do that when we were young. They'd be like, "No, we're gonna swim off that way." And they'd be at it for like a half hour trying to get through that damn current. Like, no.
Yeah, it's
Just
pretty-
swim
it's
off to the
pretty
other
fast.
side, walk over the fucking thing. You know the Rainbow Bridge.
Yes, in Folsom.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you got
Yeah.
the pillars, pillar 1, pillar 2, 3, 4. So I jumped between 5 and 6.
Oh, okay.
It's like
There's like the underside, like the arch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I drop in at Negro Bar and we paddleboard.
Oh, for the paddleboard,
Up
right?
in that
Oh
area.
yeah, that's what I go every Tuesday after work. I take my
Really?
kayak and my dog. Yeah,
Sometimes
super
I have
popular.
Tuesdays off. I'll have to do that.
yeah. I go with the doctor I work for, the veterinarian I work for. He knows her, so we go every Tuesday. It's pretty
Very
fun, but yeah, there's a lot of people out there. Like
Always.
I personally like know people. I mean, okay, like I like girls in bikinis. Don't get me wrong,
Okay.
but like
Every
I don't
day.
want to fucking hear.
Right, who doesn't?
Like
Right.
there's like one time I was out there and this woman's just going on about all the problems in her life, and it's like I don't want to fucking hear this, dude. Like I'm
No.
trying to be out here happy, and she's just bitching to her friend about everything. But yeah,
You're
it's-
talking about doctor?
no,
Oh.
no, this was just like
I
a
was like,
random.
ooh.
No, this was like a random chick.
That's funny.
No.
Oh, God.
But you can hear her from hella far, and she's just like bitching about all the shit with her phone, and then the shit with her boyfriend, and it's just like, bro, you're killing my vibe out here. But yeah, a lot of people go out there. It's really popular. It's nice too. I like it.
It is.
And even
Until
when it's like,
you're drunk.
yeah, and even when it's
And trying to walk back.
yeah, and even when it's hot, like being on the water is so much.
Right.
It's way cooler just
Yeah.
being on top of the water. I don't know. It's
Well, that's why
sweet.
we always went down when I was 15. We used to always go down there like every day of the summer because you can cool down real quick.
Yep.
But yeah, so me and you are heading back up the rocks at night after another 12 pack. So we're 24 in now, 25, 26, whatever it was. And I'm carrying the cooler because he carried it down, so I'm carrying it out. And of course, we're climbing over boulders, drunk, and my foot slips. And I literally just fell straight to my ribs. Boom! And I just laid there for a minute. And this guy was so sweet. He goes, "Oh!" And he lays on me. He goes, "You okay?" I was like, "Bro, I'm so fucked up."
You're
But
all-
I just
I
laid there.
like how I
I'm like-
just put like a 170
Yeah.
pounds on you. I'm like, yeah, here you go, squish you down a little.
But it was funny. Because it was nice because I didn't do that to him. He fell like 4 or 5 times, and I was like, "Get up!"
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I should have fallen most of those times, bro. Like I was just sloppy as fuck. But I told him to. I was
It
like,
was. Yeah,
I was
the balance
like,
part. He
man,
was
I'm
like,
really.
he was trying to find his balance.
I was like, I'm glad I'm drunk because if I wasn't drunk, I would probably would have broken an arm if I fell that much. Like,
Oh, yeah,
because I was
you
just
tense
rubber. I was
up.
just bouncing
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
It was
ridiculous.
funny because he would be like on his butt and then on his back and then off the rock and his
just
feet are
fucking
way up
rolling
here.
around like
Yeah.
an idiot in the bushes. Yeah, it was bad.
So I hurt my ribs then, and I even got the scrapes on my elbows and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then Sunday we went to tour the bay. Awesome ride, but I ended up burning my leg with my exhaust pipe. I was backing my bike up for somebody else to get into the gas, and I burned my leg. So I hurt myself then too.
No
and
good
then-
deed goes unpunished.
Right? Right. I was messing myself up. I want to say, did I hurt myself any other time? I don't think so. I think the next time was Tuesday. So Tuesday I dropped the Harley off to Folsom Harley and I'm on my way home. And a lady cuts me off. And of course I'm going pretty quick and she's not going very fast. And so the odds didn't add up in my favor. And I ended up going over the handlebars. And I got lucky because I was going pretty fast. I was standing up like I always do. But when I went over the handlebars, my shoe flew off. And so when my foot came around and hit the pavement, I pretty much got an impact fracture. That's like a spiderweb type fracture.
Jeez, dude.
And they didn't even find it at first. Like I kept telling them, dude, I can't walk on my foot. It hurts.
Wow.
They're like, dude, I'm broken. I'm like, yeah, I'm broken somewhere.
You're
So
like,
they took me
something's
back
not
in, yeah.
right.
So they took me back in and they're like, yeah, you are. It's right here. 1, 2, 3. I was like, yeah, see, I told you. So.
Wow.
So yeah, I got myself all messed up. And then, what were we at?
What bike were you on?
The red one.
Okay. Yeah.
Sadly.
Bad
Sucks.
luck.
Yeah.
Bad luck bike.
Too bad it was a red one. It's savable though.
I mean, at least it wasn't your Harley.
Amen. Amen. Because the Harley is safe in the shop. Which I was kind of glad. That was one thing I said is like, I'm glad the Harley went down before Tour de Bay.
Right.
Because I didn't really want to take it on Tour de Bay. I mean, it's styling, but Tour de Bay is for like, I don't know, the secondhand bike, the loaner. It's for the loaner. But yeah, so that was my week, you guys. Other than that, I've just been, healing up, relaxing, and trying to take it easy, and hopefully back to work by Friday.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
Hobbling around, but you're good.
You look like hammered shit. She's being nice.
I
You
feel
look like you
hammered
fucking.
shit.
You look like a gorilla just dragged you across the street a bunch of times.
Dude, like out of it all, the thing that hurts the most is the ribs. Like I've seriously been fighting.
Is it like one of those things where when you breathe into it feels like you're getting stabbed, or?
It's more cough out. Like
Okay.
if I'm coughing and I jolt, like it's almost like from the inside. It's a pain from the inside because like outside I can stretch, I can twist, I can push. I don't feel nothing. But once I cough and my lungs push out, oh dude, it hurts so bad.
And there's
I'll go in
nothing
like
they
this and
can
be
do.
like,
You made a
You just have to
comment.
heal it.
yeah.
There's nothing they can do. You can't wrap them. You can't. Just have to suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah. How did you break your ribs?
My next t-shirt.
You're like, which time?
By dating assholes.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
That's
That's fucked
Oh,
up.
that sucks.
Yeah, it was not the best moment of my life.
I was really
obviously.
hoping for like some like
For
crazy
some really cool
adventure.
stories.
I was like doing that squirrel glider thing, and I fucking hit a tree or some shit.
I did tell when I would go into the hospital because I didn't want them, and they always knew, like they always
Yeah.
not
They
suspected
fucking
it.
know.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no, I was playing basketball. I went up for a layup, and somebody elbowed me, and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
That'll break your
in 4
ribs.
different spots. Okay?
Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought I was really clever, but I was not.
Damn.
But
Well, that
it's-
sucks, and I'm glad at least that's not a part of your life anymore.
No.
No more broken ribs.
No, thank God. It's been a long time since I've had to look in the mirror and see bruises.
Jeez.
Which is crazy to think that that was exciting at some point,
Yeah.
Was it?
Where I was like, oh my God, this is what it's like to be normal? Like to not have to cover up black eyes or like be healing from a broken body part? Like
Wow.
this is normal? This is what normal people do? Like
And not only that,
That's
like
crazy.
lying and
Yeah.
covering for some fucking piece of shit too.
Right.
Like that can't be great on your
Yeah.
psyche,
No, my dad was not happy with me when all that was going on.
Wow.
He's like, drop his name right now. And I'm like, I don't know who it is, Dad. I don't know. So that was something
Wow.
that we had to
That's wild.
get over.
That's very sad.
Yeah, you know what though?
Yeah, this took a really dark turn. I was like,
I mean, honestly,
damn.
I'm ready to kick somebody's ass.
Oh my, I don't know what that is.
No, it's you know what? It's really sad because I look at him and he did try to, I think he had like 6 months sober and he tried to make amends, and then of course that didn't go well. But I'm just like, I feel more sad for him than anything because like my life turned out really beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all that shit, yeah, it was a really dark time and it was awful, and looking back I'm like, fuck, I'm so glad I survived. But like my life is so good now, and like I have this stuff, so then when women are talking about it or they're, trying to leave an abusive situation, like I can offer that guidance and that hope because I've gone through it.
Yeah.
And so it's that weird spot that I'm in where it's like I'm not grateful that I went through it, but I'm grateful that I survived it.
Yeah.
And that I made it through. And so, I mean, I feel sadness for him because he's always going to be a piece of shit. Like, he's never going to grow.
Amen.
So it's,
I 100% understand that.
yeah.
You know, that's kind of how I feel about previous areas as well in my life, because it does suck, you know, because I mean, obviously a narcissist is, you know, and we care about them and we want them to do better with themselves and everything, but
Not me. I hold grudges and I hate everybody.
I know, but
I'm like, fuck all those bitches.
that's exactly right. You know, it sucks.
Dude, I
that-
still hate people that like stole my bike when I was a kid, bro. I'm like, wait until I see you. I'll be like 60 years old fighting some guy. He's like, what are you doing? Like, you stole my bike when I was 12, motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't even remember you.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even know
Fine, that was
you.
Do you remember that Adam Sandler movie? I think it was Billy Madison. When he's like, he called that guy and he like marked him off his list. And
Yes,
he's like, okay,
yes.
let me take him off. And that's how I totally
yeah,
picture
yeah.
you. Like, you've got your notebook of everyone that offended
Basically,
you.
yeah, basically.
He stole
That's
my
pretty
pudding
much.
cup in kindergarten. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck that guy,
You're
dude.
gonna be on the fucking list.
Fuck that guy.
Dude.
Let's go.
Yeah, I hold grudges. I don't know. I don't know if it's a Leo thing or if it's just me.
It's a Leo thing.
I'm also Mexican and Irish, so those aren't like
Oh my God,
those
me
aren't like the
too.
most peaceful people in history
Right.
historically.
They're fine.
Like half of them just get drunk and beat their wives, and the other half
Right.
fucking have human sacrifice in their DNA. Like
Dude.
the fuck, dude. But yeah, no, I definitely hold grudges.
That's-
And then it's funny because after a while, I'm just like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
I do hold grudges, but I feel bad about it.
yeah.
You know, and so I end up forgiving and getting out of that because I don't want to be in that zone in my own head when I see somebody. I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, but even like, I don't know. It's hard because like you were saying, it's, you know, we want better for these people, but we know it's not going to happen, and so it's like trying to feel sorry for them some sort of way is almost like punishing ourselves, you know, for still feeling like that we should feel that way for somebody who doesn't even care about feeling that way. Because
Or
one
even,
thing I know
or
about,
especially when you care about someone that doesn't even care about themselves. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
that's
like,
what I mean.
what the
Right.
fuck? Like,
because one
why
thing
am I caring?
I know about my past situation is that this person probably felt no remorse for any of it.
Right.
You know, and so I don't know, in a way it's still I'm still a victim of their narcissism in a way because I feel sorry for them, you know, even though I know that they will never feel sorry for anything that they've done,
Right.
you know.
Because it was totally justified.
Yeah,
I know.
and they'll never admit their wrongs or anything
Right.
like that. Yeah, I mean, we went insane. Yeah, that's cool. We're on the same page here. Like,
Yeah.
I get it 100%.
Yeah.
So let's talk more about your brand.
Yeah, you got some pretty sweet shirts going on here.
Always
What's the flat
improving.
biller?
So I was talking about it a little bit. So Derek, actually, this was his vision. It started off as his vision. He went with the flat bill hat because
I heard you mention it, but you
Yeah.
just literally mean just a hat with a flat
just
bill,
the
right?
flat bill
yeah,
hat.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So like a lot of people,
Yeah, that's
when they
how a lot of the
see-
sports hats are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when people see it, they're like, "Oh, that thug, that
I
loser,
ended
that
up
delinquent."
bending mine.
Yeah, and so it's funny because Derek, he picked me up. I was going through my divorce, and my mom was like, "Oh my God, you're dating a thug again." And I'm like,
Because of his
flat bill
hat?
"Yeah." But mind you, like my mom,
Okay, I mean-
like don't have the best track record. You know what I mean? Like I was that girl, and my parents were like, "Oh God, let's see how long this one lasts," you know. But when he first picked me up, she was like, "Oh my God, you're dating a thug again," and I'm like, "No, like he's wearing a flat bill hat," and she's like, "Well, he was slunk down in the seat," and I'm like, "Mom, he's 5'6", like he wasn't like slouched down, like that's just how he is. He's
Yeah.
5'6", you know." And so now she realizes that she was totally wrong. But that's why he started it, is because a lot of people look at flat bills like, "Oh, you're a loser, you're a delinquent, you're this, you're that." And there's like a lot of judgment. And so he wanted to put like this positive perspective of always improving, always bettering. And so that's where flat billers came in. And then of course the always improving, I don't have, it shows the logo here, but that's like the F is for flat billers. And then you see how it turns into an A and then the I in the middle.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. And so it started off as like a skater brand, just kind of like fun
okay.
motorcycle, like skulls. And then I came in and I did the female designs. This was my first design. It's like our #1 female shirt that we sell. And I kind of took it towards recovery and self-improvement. And then we have like our Patriot line. I've got General Patton on tonight. And then
That's
we've got
pretty
the
dope.
MILF and the DILF, right?
Yeah, I like that.
And it's funny because some people are like, who's General Patton? And I'm like, okay,
Are you
bye.
fucking serious? Yeah, get out of here.
That's my
I'm like-
question.
Oh, shut
Have
up.
you seen the movie?
I haven't seen.
You don't know.
I don't watch too much TV.
He was one of the best
If it's like
generals.
a
He
TV
was
person.
an army general who helped us defeat the Nazis.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're talking history and stuff. Okay.
World War II, yeah.
Was he?
He
Absolutely.
Nice.
And his whole thing was we're improving or we're dying. And so we actually have improve or die
Hey, I like that.
just for General Patton.
That's cool.
So, yeah, but that's how it started. And like we have people come up and like they're telling us their stories, like they're cancer survivors or they're domestic violence survivors or they're, you know, in recovery or they're just, you know, going through a hard time, like they went through a bad divorce and they got custody of their kids. Like people tell us their stories and why the brand speaks to them, and that's the coolest freaking thing, I think, personally, you know. Or we had somebody who said he was like 450 pounds. He was like seriously obese. And
He's like, I lost weight because I couldn't fit into your shirts, and I
Right.
really wanted one. It's like I really wanted to wear a Patton shirt, but you guys don't make a 6XL,
Yeah.
so
wear a
I
couple.
changed my life.
But yeah, he was like 30 and he was like in congestive heart failure and all these like, you know, and he was having kids. And I was like, kudos
Wait,
to your
hold on,
wife,
who is-
right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, kudos to your wife for being able to like.
Please tell me she was always on top. This guy's just fucking smashes her.
So bad.
Dude, this guy's gonna see this and like come beat my ass one day. He's gonna be like, you made fun of me when I was
It
fat.
reminded me of an old joke.
Sorry, guy that used to be super fat, but I'm glad you're not anymore.
Right? He took back his health and it was really good. We got him some custom shirts made for him.
That's dope.
Yeah. But just stories like that, and that's what keeps us going. That's like that's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
That's why we do what we do.
Nice.
And we love it. And like, you know, not everybody's in recovery. Everybody's got their own path, and we always tell them like, you don't have to be in recovery. You don't have to do anything a certain way. Like, as long as you're moving forward and you're trying to be better in some aspect of your life than you were yesterday, whether that's like not cussing, and that's obviously not my thing because I say fuck all
Yeah,
the
you're in the wrong
time.
place for that.
Dude, it was so bad. So I was in the
I was
ER last
cussing in a
night.
work meeting today,
I did.
and I'm like,
yeah.
but like passionate, like I got shit to say.
I was at work last night and we're like changing a patient and I'm like, fuck, shit, fuck,
Yeah.
oh,
front of the
frick.
patient.
And I'm like going through all these cuss words until I finally I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. That's
I have no filter.
I like how instead of like saying one and stopping, you're just like, I'm just gonna go through my encyclopedia of fucked up words.
But the best part was nobody even looked at me. They were just carrying on and I'm like, okay, cool, nobody heard me. Like,
Yeah,
we're
that's
just gonna-
2025. We all
What
talk
do you
like this.
What do you do? Do you work out?
I'm an ER tech.
Okay, so yeah, it's so if people fucking cuss in your field.
Yes.
Because I work at a veterinary hospital as a technician.
Right.
And we're horrible, and we all hate our lives, and we cuss all the time. I can imagine yours is fucking immensely worse in terms of just
Right.
the stress you have to deal with and shit. Yeah.
I don't
it's
know,
crazy.
man. I can talk to my patients and they can tell me like,
That's true.
this hurts. Your patients can't talk to you, so you're just
Yeah.
like, fuck, I hope I hit this vein.
Yeah.
Dude, we just
Sorry, little buddy.
Right?
we just x-rayed a cat and it had a fucking staple in its belly.
Oof.
Like it just straight up ate a staple.
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh, let me fucking eat sharp metal today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cat's no longer with us. Rest
You
in
don't-
peace, buddy.
You don't want to hear about the stuff we find on x-rays.
So I
I've
had
heard a little bit.
Yeah, I think we
Jelly
might.
came in
I
here
think we might want to hear a little bit.
Do you have a story that you can share?
I tell Derek he loves these conversations.
I bet.
I was like, so we've had a sonic toothbrush.
Hey, was it this guy? Was it this
I'm
guy?
about to get one.
Wait, a sonic toothbrush.
Yeah.
Where was
That's
it?
not where you're supposed to put it,
Oh,
Jeremy.
okay, I was gonna say
It's not where you're supposed to
You
put it.
told me you wouldn't tell.
We've had a 24-ounce monster can.
Ooh.
In a
Flash-
These are all
Right.
dudes, aren't they?
That's insane.
These all dudes.
Yes.
It's always fucking,
my
why are dudes
God.
always jamming shit up their ass?
What is wrong with you
Like, I
guys?
don't understand. Like, they're like, let's see if this fits.
Yeah.
How about this? Like, what
Monster
the fuck?
can,
I don't
grab that.
understand, bro. Like,
What's crazy is like some of them are repeat offenders, and you're like,
when are you gonna learn, Bill?
Like,
Stop putting
Just
things
name
in
it
your
Bill. It's like, I don't know. It's not.
So,
Bill.
okay, so here's a question. So, okay, let's say someone puts this up their ass, and so does it just go beyond the point of like they can't pull it back out, like it just fucking gets sucked right up there?
yeah,
or-
like
wow.
they get stuck.
Wow.
And we have to either surgically remove it or.
Look at my face. I'm like,
Bro, you know
That
what?
was, dude, I had to put on a mask because that was
Oh
my
my
face.
God.
We had like a
Well, this is good. I'm
like
like
a thumb that was cut off.
ooh.
And he's like, the doc's like, okay, we need like irrigation. And I'm like, how? Okay. And my face was just like, oh, that's nasty. And I had to put a mask on because my facial expressions. I'm like, I don't want the patients like looking at me like,
Yeah.
are you qualified to
Wow.
do this? Are you gonna pass out? I was fine. I was fine and I did it, but I was just like, whoa, that's not what I was expecting
Yeah.
to see. Like, there's bone and tendon, and
Ooh, yeah.
I'm just like, fuck.
I respect
makes my
what you do. I
thumbs
couldn't
hurt.
do it. I could do it with animals, but I can't do it with people. So
See, I love
respect.
it, and people always, they're a little hesitant because I'm like, I thrive in that chaos, you know. Now, if it's my kid, I'm like, oh my god, this guy is falling. It's the worst. It's
Right.
ever. Oh,
my God,
freak
yeah.
out. But like when it's somebody that I don't know, I like can just jump in there.
You're just like,
and I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got a marketing idea for you. It's probably not really in line with everything you're doing, but
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Don't stick it up the
cans,
ass.
cans with like a rope on the fucking
With an
So if it
AI
gets
little
too
pull
far,
string on it.
yeah.
Hell yes.
Right?
It gets too far, they can just pull that bad
You
boy
know
right
what?
back out.
That is like a $1
So
million
then every
idea.
time you get one of these idiots in there, you can be like,
Right.
hey buddy, look at this.
Oh
I
my
got
God.
this for you.
But if it was like a bag, you can put anything in and you just pull it back out.
We
Oh
can
my
get
God.
one where we like glue some gems on it so it's studded.
Like
you know?
bedazzled.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
God. Can you imagine? It's gonna be cutting up that
Dude,
rectum
and then you're just gonna
finger.
see a bunch of fucking little bedazzled gems inside of them because they're gonna fall off the fucking can.
That's
I
so
guess if you
crazy.
make it like a massage too, like a yeah, we could totally invent something like that.
I'm just
Go
saying.
on Shark Tank.
We can keep these
Go on
things.
Shark
There's a
Tank.
serious market. There are people
Picture this.
that like to do that. I mean, there's no judgment.
All I'm saying.
You do you, but goddamn.
So I had a friend. He worked at.
It's funny that Shelly had a story like that too, and you're talking about two different ERs now.
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it when Shelly was here, but I had a friend that worked for. He was an ER or EMT, and I guess there's this dude, a repeat offender. This is another guy. So apparently one time this guy took a fucking coat hanger, like the plastic one, like you,
Right.
with the curved part, and stuck the curved part in his pee hole, and then it fucking broke. And it fucking was like pieces in there, and they had to
Remember
fucking.
that story?
So
Cringing again.
and then the other time, this guy stuck a fucking whammy bar from a guitar in there, but like the bent side first. So then it got like wedged. And
In
he
his
couldn't get
pee hole?
Yes, and he couldn't get it back out. So this fucking guy
Makes no sense to me.
This fucking
Is it
guy
scientifically possible?
cut
Why?
under his taint and fucking pulled the whammy bar out like you would a fish hook. Then he fucking had his wife stitch him up. And the only reason he even went to the ER is because he basically got infected and his testicles were fucking like swollen and huge. But yeah, this guy did all this to himself, and had a wife and was like 70. And I'm like, because I was picturing like a guy on fucking drugs, 30s or some shit,
Yeah.
high as fuck. I put some shit in I don't know, dude. I just didn't picture a guy with a wife. And why is she supporting this? She's like, oh, let me stitch you up there, Bill. Blah, whatever the fuck. And it's like, dude, no, your husband has a problem.
Yes, I mean, I don't want to say whatever too much, but yeah, it's always like the older
It's like,
people.
how much have
coming
you
with
done?
stuff.
Yeah, how much have you done in
Wow.
life that you get to the point where you're like, you know what? I've done everything
Shocker.
else.
Right?
It's like I've sailed, I've climbed
Yeah, you
Kilimanjaro. I'm gonna just start sticking things in my pee hole in my ass. Like,
Right?
What else do you do? At
I mean, I
70?
guess if you're that bored, fuck, man.
Yeah, you're lonely. And I'm like, dude, just go to Watt. Just
go
go
to
to
Watt.
Watt.
Get a hooker.
Go to the track.
Get yourself some fucking some STDs.
Right.
Then it'll be an adventure. Then
There's
you can
a
go to the
midget out
doctor.
there.
Yeah, but at least you get like antibiotics for that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't have to
you'll
go to
be
the
good.
ER and get stuff surgically
Ugh.
removed.
Yeah,
That's wild.
That's insane.
I don't know, but maybe there's like no shame. no embarrassment. I don't know.
I would be pretty fucking embarrassed. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
And
I
maybe
probably
that's
wouldn't go to
maybe
the
you'll
ER if I
lose
was getting
that.
shit stuck
Right?
in
I'd probably just be like,
whatever
yeah, I'll
hole
just
I
ride
had.
this one out. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. Just
Yeah.
fucking die in my sleep because of it.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why
Oh
the
my
older
God.
people do it. Like, they've lost
Wow.
that filter, that sense of embarrassment. They're just
Wow.
like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? They're not
Right.
gonna be attracted to me anyways. Might as well just
Right? Yeah.
push
What
him
is,
right
what is
over.
what is he losing? You know?
Right?
Wowzer. That's wild.
Or maybe that's just like a good way to go.
Or maybe he's like, no one.
Right.
You know?
Let's hope I happen to die tonight. You know, this is
Right?
gonna be awesome. Yeah.
Maybe he
Right.
just really longs
Couple
for.
of puffs off the fucking can and shit.
Maybe he
Good to
just
go.
longs for human attention and doesn't know how to talk to anybody. So he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll go talk to quite a few people.
Everybody's gonna ask me about
Talk to
this.
some doctors, some
Yeah.
nurses,
Yeah.
the lady at the desk. Like, I'm gonna have all kinds of
Come with
fun.
me, honey. We're gonna go meet people.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like I hear people in prison, like they would bite like chunks out of their hand or like
To get out of their
physically
cell
hurt- yeah,
into
to-
like something else. Yeah.
to
yeah,
get
I've seen that too,
meds.
Right.
Wow.
and to like be out of prison for a minute. So I mean, I guess when you want something bad enough, you do anything.
Man,
I
that's
don't know.
wild.
I hope I never get there.
Right? Yeah, what the hell, dude?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least not in the
Well, I know.
negative zone.
Right?
I know I won't because
More
I'm
in a
poor.
positive zone.
So I there's like so many things I haven't done because I'm poor. Like fucking, like there's so many things to do in the world before I get to this point.
I
I'm
hate
just
to
popping
ask,
that thing up
what
there.
would you do if you weren't poor?
If I wasn't poor,
Yeah, let's start with the
dude,
top
I
of the
would
list.
fucking be traveling to places all the time.
Oh, that's not bad.
Like I would go to like I would go to like remote fishing villages. Like I don't know why, I just want to go to like remote fishing villages in places like northeastern Canada, fucking crazy like Norwegian places. Like I don't want to stay there. I just want to hang out for a while, see how these people live and do their thing. That's what I would do, like weird shit like that, like go to crazy fucking.
A lot of horror
places.
movies start out that way.
Right? Yeah.
I love a
I
remote
would
village.
get eaten for
Hey,
sure.
welcome.
They'd be like,
Is that a
this-
Tesla?
They'd be like, this fucking moron just showed up. He doesn't realize we're starving.
Right, go ahead, buddy. Enjoy the cocktail.
Dinner's served, everybody. Yeah, no, but that's what I would do if I was rich. I just do
Yeah.
like random shit.
There's so much more. It's just, yeah, you get scared traveling.
Well, you know,
Right.
people always say, it's like anybody that ever says money can't buy you happiness. First of all, they're wrong. Second of all, they've never been on a fucking jet ski. All
I
right, dude, you get on a jet ski, you're happy. I don't give a fuck what's going on in your life, bro. You're on a jet ski, you're happy. There's nothing's gonna fuck
I've
that
always
up.
been happy on a jet ski.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, I feel
Until
like
I
it's like yeah,
Or
it's
until
like it's like a motorcycle without the fucking meat grinder involved. But yeah, you
Yeah.
can definitely get fucked up on a jet ski for sure.
Shut up, fool. Talking about putting the gear back on, okay?
Bro, it's alright. You're healing nicely.
Honestly, I really hate that it did get to the tattoos, especially this one right here, because this is one of my favorites. This one's for Jay. And Jay's like one of my
Yeah,
boys
dude.
that I like grew up thugging with, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like with that one right there, I'm a little upset that one got chewed up. And then the throttle nuts, the T, got chewed up a little bit. So I'm gonna have to get some touch up done on some of my favorite work, but it's fine.
Wow.
It is what it is. We'll
Right.
see how it looks when it turns out. Like when it's all done and touched up, we'll see how it looks, and then I'll determine if I want gear. Because
Right.
if I could just like get re-tattooed and be good to go, like
Right. Right. I see
chew me
that.
up,
Chew me up. It's hot.
So back on the gear, I wanted to ask how long. I didn't know that Derek was part of the beginning.
Yeah, this was his thing.
So I gotta interrupt you real quick because we were talking about the flat bill thing and
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it like represented
And
like.
he did bring out a special box. I'm curious.
So-
What's
What's
in
in
the
the
box?
box?
So I was like, okay, that's dumb. But then I was like, no, not that. I'm saying
Okay.
the flat bill thing. I was like, that's dumb that someone would think that. But then I was like, well, no, because I used to be a huge piece of shit. Little fucking running around with a gun, fucking the total little scumbag hood
I
rat.
never would have
Fucking
pictured
yeah,
you
I've
like
changed
that.
a lot.
That's what I said.
So this is my fucking. And I used to have, dude, I got hella.
His gangsta set.
And they're all fucking pinwheel, dude.
Dude,
like,
these are dope. This
bro,
is
look,
sick.
Baltimore
No.
Bullets, motherfucker.
That's so.
Baltimore Bullets don't even exist no more. It
No.
became Washington Bullets after a while. Then it became Washington Wizards. But yeah, fucking New Jersey Nets.
And they still got fucking tags on them and shit.
Oh yeah,
That's
bro. I'm
cool.
fucking dude. I used to be hella piece of shit, bro. fucking New Jersey Americans.
They're all the same color. It's all red, white, and blue. He's like, just give me the
I'm
red,
patriotic.
white, and blue
Yeah,
one.
you're a patriotic gangster.
Yeah, so but this is just one box. I have like 3 of these, so I kind of get like the whole flat billed hats
Alright,
do
alright.
kind of. I can see where it might be a
Right.
thing, and it's funny because like you said, you bend yours. When I get mine now too, I kind of bend them. It's like, oh, I don't want people to think I'm a fucking scumbag.
Was this one flat when I got it?
No,
Okay.
that was a special one. So we'll get special requests. People are like, we don't like the flat bill, and it's like, okay.
You can
all
bend
right.
it. You can bend it.
That's what Derek will say. He's like, you can bend it. You
Bend
can
it.
do whatever you want to do after
Yeah.
you buy it, but we're not gonna
'Cause
bend it for you.
I feel like a lot of hats originally came flat billed. Like
Right.
back in the day, like there wasn't. You bent it yourself.
The
Like
mass
that's what you
production
did.
era,
Yeah.
See, and then it's like, because it's women, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't always look good, but I do have to say, like when I see a guy and he's wearing a flat bill hat, like I'm like instantly intrigued a little bit because it's like a little roughness, but they just have that like that
right,
confidence,
I'm going back to
right?
flat bill hats.
That cockiness, you know. And
It is an
some-
attitude thing. You're 40 now. You
like,
might as well.
some
You know what I'm
people-
saying? It's like,
See,
That's
what
the
do you gotta
problem. I'm
lose?
40 now. That's the problem.
That's the era. We are
Fuck.
repping the era.
I know, we're a dying breed,
But
dude.
you know what? I do have some girlfriends that are like, "Oh no, he's wearing a flat bill. He's a total douchebag.
Like, bro, that's
he's like
such
a
a-
narcissist." I
Really?
don't- yeah.
That's an insane like thing to just see a hat and be like, "Fucking douchebag!"
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
what the hell? Like,
Fuck that
damn,
guy. I
bro.
already know
Well,
about
At
women
him.
least
are
talk to him.
complicated.
At least talk to him. Damn.
But
Yeah.
like when I put the flat bills on, like I don't know. I think I look good.
You-
I think so
it
too.
works.
Yeah.
It works
But-
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, the flat bills, I mean, if I can think back to most pictures that I see with women with hats, usually it's flat bill.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. There's just something
Unless
about
they're
it.
like doing like a fucking activity, like fishing or something, then they always have like the fucking fishing
Oh,
hat
yeah,
thing
yeah,
on.
yeah.
But yeah, for the
Favorite
most
hat,
part,
it's all
yeah.
bent the right way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's elusive to me. I don't know why, and maybe it has nothing to do with the hat.
You know what this has to do with? This has to do with your fucked up past and fucking terrible guys. You're like,
Hey.
you know what? Maybe that guy's a piece of shit and he's
But I'm
probably
gonna
interesting.
change it.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
fix
fix
him.
it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna fix him.
Yes, I.
He'll be nice to me.
Have to save a hoe.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, I never understood that shit about women. Like, you know, like a dude will fucking like Scott Peterson, for instance, that guy that
Right.
killed his wife
Okay.
in the water.
Let's touch it.
Bro, that motherfucker went to prison, and so many women wrote this guy letters
right.
talking about, I'm in love with you, blah, blah. I'm like, he killed his fucking wife, and she was pregnant. You think he wouldn't do that shit to you? Like,
Right.
the fuck is wrong with you? Like, he will
See
kill
that
you.
chick's face when the chick he was dating, when she found out and shit, dude.
Oh, really?
She was just like, yeah, because he basically
Well, you
killed
got
his
fucking
wife
lucky. Oh, to be with her.
to be with her, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
what happens when the next new piece comes along?
Right.
Somebody
That's
getting
what
You
whacked.
could tell she didn't know anything about it. She was
Wow.
completely scared. That shit was fun.
Or dude,
I was
Jeffrey,
like, ooh, you
Jeffrey-
got lucky. You got caught, fool.
Jeffrey Dahmer, all the women are like, oh, he's so hot. I'm like, he's gay. He wants nothing to do with you. Fucking women are crazy, bro.
Yeah, I like thank God. I'm like, thank God I wasn't in the 70s and 80s when all that shit was going on. I was like, I for sure would have been serial killed.
Who was the one that
Serial
was...
killed. Okay, serial killer? Which one
No,
you
No,
gonna
no,
go
no, I
with?
would have for sure
You a victim or a fucking
because I
killer?
would have
Which
been
one?
like, oh, you have really like soft eyes and you're talking all
Right.
sweet to me. Okay, take me home.
Yeah.
What
I would have
was,
been a total
Avril Lavigne
Yeah.
kind of girl, yeah.
who was the
idiot.
one that was... There's like one of the killers... Was it Ted Bundy? Yeah, I think it was Ted Bundy. He was like a good-looking guy, and he would always like
That's the
pretend...
one that was married, right? Or
I-
had like the serious girlfriend. He never killed her, but
I think
he killed
you're
all
right.
the other women.
Yeah, but he would fucking like pretend he was broke down, and because he's a decent looking guy, girls would pull up, oh hey, how's it going? And he's all fucking handsome and shit, and fucking. But yeah, that
See?
motherfucker would like douse his trick, bro, act like he's broke down, and the women would stop, and that's the end of them.
And that's why I don't learn how to work on vehicles.
Yeah.
I can't help them,
can't help
so
you.
I'm be the person that just drives by, and I'll never get.
I'll call
attacked.
someone for you
Right?
as you drive by.
I have AAA, but you can't use it, bitch.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I
You
can't
look
help
like
you,
a
bye.
Yeah.
Handsome guy, you killed somebody.
Right. But no, it's crazy. Like navigating the world, I think as a woman is so much different than as a dude.
No,
Like,
absolutely, dude.
Like, bro, we don't really have to worry about rape. Like, that's not unless we go to prison.
That part.
Then it becomes a reality.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, bro, I've walked around in third world countries at nighttime by myself. I would not do that if I was a fucking woman, dude. Fuck that. That'd be
Unless
terrifying.
you were that woman that was Doing the
that
killing.
gets fucking
Yeah.
scooped up and nobody sees my ass
Although
again.
now you see those memes where they're like, yeah, I slipped my date the blue pill, the Viagra, so I wanted to make sure that she didn't catch a boner.
Huh.
So like now you guys just have to watch out for trannies.
I actually
And
like that.
really
Like,
attractive
I feel like
women
I'm
and
gonna
be like,
adopt that
wait,
shit.
Let me read
Can we
your
do?
reach
Yeah, can I
around
do a
real
little?
quick.
Can I do a little test feel
Yeah.
real fast? Make sure there's no lumps and bumps.
She's like, you ready to go home now? Hold on, we got about 30 more minutes before this shit about to kick in.
Right,
We'll go home in
right.
about 45.
I saw those memes and I was cracking up. I was like, you gotta do it nowadays.
Dude,
That's funny.
here's what a meme I saw. It's like, if she has an apple, she's probably got a banana.
That part.
It's pretty solid.
Because that's
They can't-
noticeable.
And they can't change their voices either, bro. They still like
They
have
can,
like, well,
but-
they try their best, but it's still not like a feminine voice. I mean,
You're right.
they can try their hardest. They're not gonna sound like she does.
Well, they have
Yeah.
like pinch pipes or some shit.
But they are
Yeah.
apparently doing now. They have like shit where they can shave down their fucking Adam's apple. Apparently, I didn't even know this, bro. I'm like, oh, so they're working
Take
around.
it out.
They're working around, right? Just fucking rip it. I don't need that shit.
There was this video my best friend had posted. Well, I don't know if she posted it, but she sent it to me, and it was like this lady on the news that was like doing like this reaction to this guy who was a woman, but he was a guy when he was born, and he was sitting there talking about like, I'm not trying to, have babies. I just like to look like a woman. I'm not going to have the bottom surgery and all this stuff.
Oh, he's not going to commit.
He's
not
talking
gonna
about a couple of surgeries that he's
Loser.
had. Well, it's not that. It's more
just
so
kidding, dude.
he's trying to speak up for gender, transgender, people, and he was trying to say that like there's a lot of misconception. Like a lot of people think, oh, because you want to be a woman, that you want to have babies, you want to be like you want to completely be a woman. He's like, no, I just want to look like one. I don't really want to be a woman. I just want to look like one. I just like to look like one.
Well, you didn't. So fucking get over it. Move on with your life. You're a dude. Sorry.
But it was the lady on the news little thing for the whole thing was like, hey, I respect that. He's not trying to do this. He's not, trying to speak for other people. He's just basically, anyway.
Yeah.
Because you said that, I said that.
It's all good.
I'm always fine. I'm like, I'm good however you want to be. You do you, but don't push it on me.
Yeah,
Don't push
exactly.
it on my kids.
Yeah.
Don't teach them about trans and you may be thinking because they're little, they're impressionable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
It's no business. They have no business doing that. That's,
Dude, if I followed my dream from when I was a child, I'd be
Right.
like a fucking pirate or a ninja right now.
Dude,
Like, I'd be dead because I'd be running around with fucking ninja stars. Like, people, like, you can't let kids do whatever the fuck they
Right.
want. Like, there's a time, once you turn 18, do whatever you want. Fucking.
Right.
But then at least by then, hopefully you have some grasp on life. I mean, no one does at 18, but like more than you do when you're 8.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, you can't be a dinosaur when you're 18. Like, that's never gonna happen.
I was gonna marry
or a
Michael
ninja.
Jackson.
Or ninja, yeah, especially in America. Like, doesn't even make sense.
What'd you say it was?
I said I was gonna marry Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
so,
see?
And
And
turns
now
out
you,
I wasn't
now
even
you
his
know that
type.
was never gonna happen. Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
I wasn't even his type.
Are you Michael Jackson era? How old are you?
I was born in '86.
Oh, okay. So I was
forget
81.
how old
so
I
you're
am,
only 5
'cause-
years younger than me. You are 38.
No, I'm 28.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My
28.
math. And I don't know how to lie. I'm just sorry.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry.
People ask me all the time. They're like, "How old are you?" I'm 28. 28.
Yeah.
And I just go with it.
I had a
28 for 10 years now.
See,
one
if
of
you
my
would have
dad's
said 8,
ex-girlfriends would say
then
that.
Michael Jackson probably would have fucking been down.
Right? Yeah.
Also, if you looked more like Macaulay Culkin.
Right. Yeah, I had that going against me. I was a female, and I was young at
You
that time.
was a female?
I
I feel like you still might be. I don't know. I know times are crazy these days, but
Yeah. I had no idea what I wanted to be when I was that age.
I
Let
don't know
alone-
what I want to be now.
Right?
I wanted to be an FBI agent.
Okay. I wanted to be a detective at one
Yeah,
point, so yeah.
I think
I
everybody
wanted
goes
to
through
go
that phase.
into narcotics undercover. I sure the hell did. Because I knew that with my experience in the hood, that I could get killed real easy doing that.
Yeah, maybe not the best idea.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think there's always people that want to do like, I don't know, be like a cop, like
Yeah.
cops and robbers.
Yeah, that was where I was aiming
You know?
because, I mean, by the time I hit 18, I was thugging a lot, but there was always that part of me that wanted to do better and be better.
Right.
Always improving.
Right.
And so that was kind of where I was at. I don't even think like that was like Criminal Minds or nothing like that was even on the air.
No, hell
But,
no.
I mean, you're talking 2099.
No, we had like Miami Vice and fucking shit like that.
Yeah.
Like the fucking
But I always thought
Magnum
that would be a
PI.
great job to like, you know, be an FBI agent and be in like narcotics undercover.
Like the X-Files.
Yeah.
Search for aliens.
Some shit. Well,
Shit
yeah.
is out there.
That would have been cool. I always
Right?
thought that was fake until more recently.
Right?
And then the government's like, you know what? We were lying the whole time.
Yeah, there's
fucking
aliens.
shit's real.
It's all real.
It's like, you guys
X-Files,
suck.
true show. True fucking
Right? They're like, give us a documentary.
Right? I'm always wondering, I'm like, what else have they been lying about?
Everything. Fucking everything.
Everything.
No, I wanted to be a firefighter at one point, but
Oh,
then
yeah.
but I like in my head, when I was younger, I was like, I want to be a firefighter and like fight fires. I didn't realize that they had to like clean up fucking car wrecks and disgusting
Yeah.
shit. And so then I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that. That's gross. I don't think I can do it. And I work in fucking veterinary medicine. I'm like, dude, I deal with disgusting shit every single day of my life. It's like I should have just been a firefighter. But I'd probably be making fucking nothing anyway. Like I don't know how.
firefighter?
Yeah, I don't think they get paid a whole lot.
Oh,
not
yeah.
not like what they should anyway.
Well, depending on your position.
Yeah, I mean, if you're fucking chief, you're obviously doing pretty good. But
Right.
But yeah, it's just kind of fucked up because I didn't follow my dream because I was like, I want to do gross things.
Well,
And now I'm like, just do gross things, and it's not what I wanted to do at all. Like I'm just fucking in this fucking job, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
but you're 40. There's always time to change.
Yeah.
You
we
could
got-
always switch it up at 40. Get your.
I actually do enjoy my job, but
There's
it's
a
just
sense of
funny.
it.
It's
Yeah.
it's funny to think that I didn't do this because of gross stuff,
Right.
and I'm just doing gross stuff.
Yeah.
Right. In
fucking-
a different way.
Yeah.
Like a different
But
version
I-
of gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First responders see so much though. You know?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that's
Dude,
fucking
the calls
brutal,
they
bro.
go on.
Yeah.
No thanks. I thought about it too. I was like, I could totally be a firefighter paramedic. No.
No.
No,
No.
and honestly,
I thought about it too when I was in my early 20s, and I was no.
yeah, I'm already depressed enough.
I remember
I don't
Red
need to
Asphalt
fucking see.
Yeah.
crap out of me.
Like, I don't know if I can handle seeing like dead fucking kids, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna.
No,
that's
That's what.
like,
That's one of the things that they tell me. They're like, yeah, the worst call we go on is like a baby that's drowned, or like a gunshot to the head, or someone who's been hanging. Sometimes they can save them, and sometimes they can't.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and they're like the first on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when
Yeah.
they come to me, they're cleaned up a little bit, and I don't work at a trauma place, and so I don't necessarily see that stuff unless it's like by accident.
Right.
But yeah, that
yeah.
they at least come to me and they're a little cleaned up,
There's no brains
And I can
hanging
take
out.
it-
It's not fucking
yeah.
JFK style.
dude. And there's just some things you can't unsee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
bet.
mean? And
I
just,
couldn't work with animals or people. Blood really fucks me up.
Oh, see, I'm okay with blood. It's
Dude, I'll just
and
like look at my
semen.
hand and there's just blood all over it, and I'm just like, whatever. And just start doing whatever I'm doing. I'm like, fucking, who cares?
That's funny.
Or I got we had this cat actually has so basically I don't know if you know about like autologous serum, but it's basically like if your eye gets fucked up, they can take your blood, spin it down into serum, and then you actually like drop the serum back in your eye, so like you're using your own plasma basically for fucking healing, which is cool. But then like the fucking bottle, the shit's like leaking out everywhere, and it's all sticky. So it's just like fucking blood serum
Yeah.
stickiness. I'm just like, dude, really, guys? Like, this is what we're fucking doing. Like, so
Not
yeah,
even
that's like,
fucking leak proof and
no,
shit.
dude. And then like fucking people bring in like fecal samples for the pets. I have to like fucking literally like put on a glove, take some
Yeah.
shit, like stuff it into a tube. Like, dude, every time I do it, I'm like, this is like, what went
This
wrong in
is
my
my
fucking
life.
life? That like here I am, like clearly college should have been an attempt or something.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
But
did
in all
that in
honesty,
the lab.
I do love my
You gotta
job.
do that for people too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Fuck that.
See, we
Fuck
get.
that.
I'm good until it's like spit samples and semen samples. Just the texture.
Wait a minute.
the-
Hold on.
the-
Why are semen samples happening in your
Well,
line
because
of work?
like post vasectomy, like they want to make sure that
They're not.
it's
Wow.
right.
Gotcha. Okay.
makes
Okay.
sense.
So we get semen samples and spit, and I'm like, I could never do RT. And
Dude,
just-
so someone just brings in a jar of their jizz, basically?
yeah, well, it's
Fuck,
never like
man.
a full jar. Let's be honest.
Okay. Like,
You guys, the older you get, the jar gets lesser and lesser and lesser.
Not playing. Bet.
Just like a
Except-
whole fucking mason jar
I'll
and just
take
slams
that
it down.
challenge.
Like, yeah.
I know.
I'm still in my 20s.
Boom! It's all this
Is
business.
Derek still on here? It's never that we never have that problem. Shout out
I
Derek.
know.
Still doing buckets. We're good.
Oh boy. Yeah, this guy pulls up his fucking jar and I've got like 3 drops in mine. I'm like, is this enough?
Can you test this?
Can you make it work, please?
Oh, that's funny.
Wow. No, it's pretty
Yeah.
wild. Damn.
But other than that, I mean, it's
Is
there's
that
times that I don't like my job. I don't like having a boss. I don't like. I don't know. I don't like being away from my kids all the time. I don't like feeling like I have to go and work constantly. But you know what? I just have to look at it like I get to do these things because it allows me to have a roof over my head. It allows me to provide for my kids and do the things that I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But COVID was like a huge eye opener for me. Like I am just more pulling away from like big pharma
Yeah.
and traditional medicine, and I'm learning just in my own experience, and it wasn't just COVID, like just my own stuff that I've been going through, like the fact that I have high blood pressure, so they put me on meds, and then I start to get migraines, so they put me on another med, and then
Oh,
I
yeah.
start to get this,
Yep.
so then they give me another med.
Fucking meds galore.
Yeah, and then I have like this list of 30 meds, and
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what am I treating
And
at this
what
point?
is this doing to my body?
Right.
If
Long
aside,
term.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, my grandma was the same way. She died way younger than she should have, and I remember like I didn't realize what was going on at the time, but she just had those fucking things that grandmas have with the big pill things.
Yeah, and they've got all the
Bro, it
colors.
was
day of the week.
fucking
It's like 30
loaded.
pills.
It was loaded
Yeah.
with pills, and at the time I didn't know. Like I'm just like, yeah, my grandma fucking needs medication.
Yeah.
Yeah, she died way before she should have
Right.
because it fucking destroyed her body.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've always been like, ever since then, I've been weird about like, I rarely even take headache medication.
Do you?
Like, unless I'm like super fucking like pounding headache and I'm at work.
Right.
But like, I probably take headache medication like maybe twice a year.
Dude,
maybe.
it's, yeah.
I really don't, I try not to fuck with pharma type shit. The only vaccines I'm not like anti-vax at all. Like if I go
Right.
to another country and they're like, hey, you should take these vaccines before you go here, I'm like, fucking, yeah, look, give me the vaccines.
Right.
But I'm not gonna fucking take some vaccine you guys just whipped up overnight. Like
Right.
that's fucking crazy.
Well, and that's the thing that I hated was when it was, you have to do this, you have to comply, or you lose your job, you lose this.
Yeah, what the
And that's when
fuck?
I was like, nope, there's something
Something's
going
not
on
right,
here.
yeah.
Like what? Because when it comes that aggressively, you're like, okay, well, what's the big push? You know what I mean?
I feel like there was a lot of shit going on, but I think one of it was like they were trying to see like how much they could just control us like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't know.
Like, who is the
I know this
sheep
is like
and
some
who is gonna
conspiracy
keep-
shit, but
Right.
yeah, it's like how quickly can we just make them do what we say?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of
That's
wild,
a good
bro.
lead
You know
in.
what?
I
It's-
like that point.
It's always a conspiracy until it's not.
Right? Yeah.
And like how many things are coming true? And
Fucking
people are like-
aliens. Aliens.
Right.
We just talked about it. People
Well-
were like, "Oh, aliens aren't real," and now the government's like, "Well, yeah, they totally are."
I didn't
Right.
even come down with COVID until I took my first shot.
Really?
Yeah, I literally worked with people day in and day out and never came down with COVID. But when I got my recent job, I had to take the shots and everything so I could show my record for employment and all
Dude,
that
that's
stuff.
fucked up.
And like a month later, I ended up going down with COVID, and it hurt. It
Dude,
was
that
crazy
shit
stuff
sucks,
to-
bro.
yeah.
That shit sucks.
And they're telling me that they're basically injecting COVID into me.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
well, I didn't have it before you hit me with the shit.
Right,
you
right.
know?
But be grateful. Like my dad, he's got heart issues now. And granted, he has like a family history, so I can't say it's all from the vaccine. But like, he's got issues. I know other people who were totally fine. And now they've got like long term, they're on SSDI. They can't work because of stuff that happened. And I know that that's the exception and it doesn't happen to everyone. And I can't say like you're wrong for doing it, but I did not like the whole you will do this or
Yeah.
you will lose.
Yeah.
So I was lucky enough to get a religious exemption and I didn't have to go through that.
That's pretty cool.
But
What
That wasn't even
I
a
was-
thing. Like,
What-
how did you get that?
Yeah, what religion did you claim?
I think it was
She's
just
like, I can't
Christianity.
tell you.
Okay, yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
just a straight.
Yeah.
I
you know,
religiously, I don't do it.
Yeah.
You just
and I
come
just
in with
had
a
to
fucking kufi
show-
on, you're like, I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
My name is fucking...
But like there were other
name is
people.
Get your needle away
My name
from
is
me.
Krista Al-Salami now. They're like, fuck.
But
No,
I
that's really
did
smart.
have to show
That's really
proof.
smart. Yeah.
Like, and I had to like
What is
write
proof
down
of
different-
being like you had to
So-
fucking provide your damn pastors and shit?
No, like I had to say like what it was about the vaccine that I didn't agree with, and I didn't agree that it was pulled from like aborted fetuses. Mind you,
Look at you
like
being clever as
well, there's a lot of there was a lot of people that helped, like a lot of people that were on social media that were far more educated than I was,
Gotcha.
and were linking things together. So I was doing a lot of research at the time, but I mean, I don't know everything. And I mean, I work in healthcare, but I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm not,
And the world's
you
changing
know.
every day, right?
And so, like, my knowledge is very limited, but I can put the pieces together. You know,
Yeah.
if you break it down for me, I can pull it together. And so that was my big thing, is I didn't want a foreign, like, something that was pulled from an aborted fetus from like years and years and years ago. Like, there was no.
Is that what they did?
That's what they
fucking
did. That's
wild.
how the mRNA
What the fuck,
part
dude?
is
Wow.
like.
That's fucking wild.
And
dude.
I
then come to
have
find
fetus
out,
in me.
Right?
But like, come to
Bro,
find out,
you
that's
do,
what
I
do a
don't.
lot
I do.
about. And
Fuck.
so like,
So
I didn't know that.
you never got any vaccine
Never
for
got
it?
it.
Good for you. I didn't either. It sucks that you had to. Fucking losers fucking forcing that shit upon you. I got lucky enough that when I was... Yeah, but dude, you did it for your livelihood, man. That's
Right.
the shitty part.
Right.
Like, that's the part
Yeah,
that
I
sucks.
make like
you
4
had
times the
to.
amount of money that I did at the job that I was at before I took
Yeah.
my little vaccine shot.
I got
And
lucky.
that was the worst part, is that anxiety of, am I willing to lose my job?
Yeah.
Because some people didn't get granted. So,
Yeah.
okay, like, we're not granting your religious exemption, so either you do it or you get fired.
Right.
Wow.
And that's why it was like down to the wire, like, did this come through? And I finally got a thing that said your case was approved, and I'm like, oh, thank God. But I had to think, like, am I okay working it in and out? You know?
Hey, you
Because
know what? You
especially
get
in
one
healthcare-
free burger every day, and they're really
I
good.
mean, there's worse things. There's worse things, you know?
You get one of those giant safety pins. Those are fun,
Right?
right?
Right? And you get to make the fresh potatoes. I think I would
You
kill
get to
it.
make the fresh
But I would
potatoes.
kill it.
Dude,
Yeah.
this guy I was watching him do his yoked. He's like, smash, smash.
Dude, I know that one arm. It's
All
like,
day
Dude,
long.
he looks like Popeye on one side. Just fucking huge.
Fuck, dude.
Dude. Yeah, that's crazy though. But yeah, I got lucky because I was working, like my practice was small at the time. Now it's actually more, it's bigger.
Right.
But I still don't think they would push it on me. My boss is like super cool and chill. And,
Right.
But yeah, a lot of us didn't get it. And my other, like I worked for a second job at the time. My other boss is like super conservative, like diehard fucking Trump, MAGA fucking. Like,
Love
there's
it.
no way this guy was gonna make me take the fucking vaccine.
right.
So I got pretty lucky in that sense, but yeah, that was a fucked up
It
few
was
years we
scary
went through.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and and I mean, we had a pretty shit end of it in terms of like the way our government was, like, you know, firing people, getting fired, blah blah blah. But man, in fucking other countries, they handled it really poorly. Like,
Right,
dude, in
right.
fucking China, they were straight up locking their people into their homes. Like fucking, I watched videos. They're like literally, they'll drill like they'd fucking drill a hole right in front of their door and then just drop a big ass steel bar in front of it so you can't even open your door. Or they'd fucking drill like 2 screws on the side of your
During
fucking
COVID?
thing. Yep. And then they take a copper wire and wrap it around your fucking door handle.
And that's why I'm like,
you're
I'm
they're straight-
sorry.
These are like
They
huge
were,
apartments, bro.
I remember-
What if a fire happened?
No, I
It's like,
remember-
you guys are fucked.
And I'm like, I'm so sorry when people riot and protest, like, no kings or whatever. It's like, do you
not
see
remember what happened?
What
Yeah.
happens in other countries? Like,
Yeah.
do you like talk to like an immigrant from Russia or from China or from all these places and like ask them why they left? Because
Yeah.
when they're here, they don't say shit like that. They're like, please keep it the way that we have it.
I actually
It's
just want to
crazy to
say,
me.
I'm going to go against what you said. I'm going to say, I want to thank you to all the people that attended the No Kings protest, because thanks to them, I woke up the next day and we don't have a king still. I was like,
Right.
damn, you guys did a great job. Thank you so much, all you guys that have protested the No Kings. We still don't have
So
a king.
I want to go on
Right.
that, but I also wanted to touch on the China people thing. I remember a video from back then when the whole COVID thing was going on. You're right, they locked everybody in.
Dude.
There was a video of the entire city. It was like a dark city, and they were all yelling out of their windows. Like, you could hear them all. It was crazy. It was like
Wow,
the
like
Screaming
that.
City or something.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like in prison.
Exactly. You're locked in your own home. You can't even come out.
Yeah.
And you better hope Betty next door don't fucking use the hot plate again and catch that
Man,
motherfucker
I remember
on fire.
that. Okay,
Betty,
so
turn that shit off.
I actually did want to bring this topic up. As strange as it is that I don't really get into politics, but I'm seeing this stuff everywhere. I saw you post something.
Yeah.
It wasn't too far off,
Getting
you know,
a little
but
political.
It's
Yeah.
hard not to.
It is.
First of all, I think it's because we're getting older.
Right.
So we're like, nah.
and so for
But
the record,
shit
you
is-
all have, or both of you have a right wing swing.
Right.
I would say so, yeah.
Yes,
But here's
okay.
here's what
And
I
I'm the
think.
only one who's not swinging.
Hold on, I just want to point out that my views in the 90s would have been like moderate or even possibly like more left. But times have changed, bro. Like if you listen to old videos of fucking Obama, Joe
is this
Biden.
subliminal now?
No,
I'll push you
No.
off this fucking bench.
no, no.
Try to tell me.
No. If you watch old videos, they're like basically against illegal immigration. Like you watch
Right.
videos, they're like fucking all the illegals
Well,
need to go.
I mean, yeah,
and
of course
now
they
you
are.
say that shit, and everyone's like, oh, you're fucking right wing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway.
now you say you're against illegal immigration. Like, oh, you're right wing. You're a Trump supporter. It's like, no, bro. That's how people felt back then.
And
But times have changed.
that's
man.
my point about politics. It's like it's so dividing. It's like you either like this or you don't, and if you don't, you're this, and if you do, you're this. You know, and that's where the complication
It's
is.
divided,
But
bro.
I'm glad
They
that
know
the
what they're
topic
doing.
is here because I have some questions. Like I have no clue what no kings even means.
It's fucking stupid.
I'm assuming because of the understanding that the left is trying to say that Trump
Yep.
is going to be like a
dictator. Yeah.
And
Yep.
so that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
I thought
That's
it was.
exactly what it is.
Like, how clever is that?
And they're like, bro. And they're
But
like,
to be real, it's going to be a business venture. Like they're making this thing to have people purchase products, get out there and do. So it's a profitable thing, and it very well may be started by whatever political party
Yes.
wants a political swing.
so you're right, dude. It's not grassroots. This shit's being funded by somebody. They're just big fucking people with money are funding this shit. This is not just. And dude, if you look at the No Kings protest, I actually had a friend on my Facebook that posted from the thing. Dude, it's all old ass white people, bro.
Right.
It's like all old white people. I'm talking like 60s and up.
Yeah.
All white. I ain't seen no black people. I ain't seen no young people. I ain't seen no fucking trans people with their blue hair and shit.
Yeah.
It's all old white people. And I'm like, what are you guys
It's
bored? You
whatever-
got tired of Scrabble or fucking crosswords? Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
I think Democrats definitely protest too much. You know, I think
They throw tantrums.
I think they protest too much. It's almost like they look for something to protest for.
Yeah.
And when they protest, they do get very disrespectful to the city and the way stuff like this. If you're going to protest peacefully, then why are you blocking traffic?
And destroying
Right.
your own city.
You know, destroying your own city is a little bit different. If it belongs to the people you're protesting against type stuff, but at the same time, you know, like you don't want the city to burn down type
Yeah, it's
shit,
your
right?
city, I mean.
But like, what is the protest? You know, but I think there is a lot of fear when it comes to that no king thing. You know,
Right.
like who's telling them that there's going to be a king?
Well,
Yeah.
that was who, Christy
Yeah.
Walton from Walmart. Took out this huge ad. She she took out this huge paid ad in the New York Times, and that's why there's like this huge boycott on Walmart right now.
Wait, so what was
But-
the ad?
It was the No Kings.
So she was supporting the No Kings
Yeah,
protest?
I think I have a picture of it because, of course, like a lot of my social media right now is political and
Bad.
Yeah.
That's I was taking screenshots. I was gonna void it out, but we don't have the camera or the computer up, so I wasn't able to like email you the shit. And I was just like,
Yeah.
let's go through this, dude, because I literally probably have 30 screenshots from people,
you can look on the bottom where it says
people
paid
that
for
I'm
by
friends
Christy
with.
Walton.
and it's
So Christy-
all of the above. It's both sides. It's this one, and
Down
then
the bottom.
this side will like say something that'll be like right wing supportive, and then somebody else will comment with like a left wing supportive, and they'll be like likes here, and I'm like, oh my god, it's starting again. This is why everybody fought in the beginning.
Right,
Like,
right.
we
And
need
what
to
it's
get
going to
out
come
that
down to
far.
is it's going to come down to a civil war, and it makes me sad because these left, like they're like bullies. They're like modern day
You're right.
bullies, and it's like if they can't argue and they can't come at you with facts, or they can't have my
Meaningful
brother
conversation.
is the perfect example of this, and I love my brother.
We love
He
you,
is my
brother.
brother, right? But him and I, like, we have this very strong boundary that we do not I'm not friends with him on social media. Like, we don't talk about politics because we've gotten like to
So
fists
far the upper way,
before, you know? And it's like, if he...
Is he younger than you?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like when he starts to, if you don't start to believe what he's hearing, he gets like loud and aggressive, and then he turns like violent, and it's just very like bully. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, if we could just have it like a conversation, and that's why I love the PBD podcast, because they hear all the sides. And like like Patrick Bet-David, he's really good about, okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here and tell me what your thoughts are about this, because like that's how change happens. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's sitting around and hearing each other out and saying, okay, yeah, you make a good point, but what about this? And like actually speaking and like talking and communicating. But then it's like, fuck you, you're an idiot, you're a racist, you're this, you're that, you're
I
just
know,
a
I can
fag.
see it. I can
And I'm
see it.
like,
But it's
what?
really gone, it's really like reversed itself, because it wasn't always like that. It was the other way.
Right.
Republicans were bullies like that to Democrats for a long time, you know, calling them all sorts of names. But now it's that the Democrats are so fired up that they're just basically fighting back. And now Republicans are like, you guys need to calm down, you know. But I remember memes used to go around, like Democrats weren't even really, I guess they were, because like through the whole, I want to say Obama's. I mean, there was always political thing, but it didn't really like creep to the surface of the world until like Obama. And it wasn't until like the last 4 years, but the Republicans would start beating him up, you know. But there was all sorts of memes that went around where it was like Republicans were like beating up, you know, Democrats. And so Democrats were made to look like the scrawny, weak ones, and Republicans are the big, strong ones, you know. And so there was that image that always went around. And then the Democrats started to get to the point where they were starting to like defend themselves. Now we're going to protest. We're not scared of you guys, all this other stuff. But now it became, you know, where there was things like cars running through, you know, crowds of people, you know, people not letting law enforcement continue their job, like all sorts of crap. So I think it's like exactly what I'm saying. You know, turn off politics, everybody.
Right.
Let's go back to loving each other again.
Oh no, we're staying on this topic.
I'm saying. No, I do want to stay on this topic
But,
because this is a big one. Like I said, it's everywhere. So many people.
So you guys have
on
heard
it.
about
It's
the riots in LA?
I was going to ask this one too, because
Okay.
now we're talking about ICE and deportation and all that other stuff,
Yes.
right?
So here's a fun fact.
Because I didn't know to like or hate the fucking post when I saw it. I was like, what do I do? I'm just going to pass it up.
Just scroll past that
Just keep
motherfucker.
scrolling.
Yeah, because I feel like if I say something,
so-
these people are going to hate me.
So
But
they're
don't.
flipping out because Trump is deporting people, which is what he ran on his entire platform was, I'm going to fucking deport everybody I can.
Right.
We knew this was going to happen. He said it multiple times. Obama deported fucking over 3 million people while he was in office, dude.
right.
Over 3 million. Where was the fucking outrage then? Where
Right.
was the riots? Where was the
Or
anti-ICE?
when he kept everybody, like the little kids in cages.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
they literally called him, his nickname was the Deporter-in-Chief because he fucking deported so many people. Nobody said a damn thing about it.
You know
and
what
now
I'm-
Trump's doing it, and they're like, ugh! Like, at the rate Trump is going right now with his numbers, he will not deport more people than Obama did. Like, it's impossible. He's already, his numbers right now, if he finishes his term
You're right.
and keeps them up, he's not going to deport more people than Obama.
That's exactly
So
right.
where's the fucking
But
outrage with that
it's-
shit?
It's
Right.
not just one side that does that though. It's each political party will highlight things for their base.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
we know that our people get worked up when we tell them this,
Yeah.
and it goes both sides. You know, like we're only going to feed you this information because this is what we want you to get worked up
Yep.
over. This
Yeah.
is, you know, that's what I'm saying. Is like it's a game that they're playing
It
with
is.
the lives
It's di-
of America.
Right.
I
It's
mean,
divide
the
and conquer.
world, but
It's
it's
divide and conquer,
America
bro.
mainly. I was having
They fucking make us go against each other.
right.
Oh,
And
for
we're
sure.
stupid enough
the
to do
media totally plays
All
into
of
that.
Like, I've
Yeah,
got close friends and
They-
family that
Don't
like,
watch this station, they're
Yeah,
wrong.
right.
Don't watch this channel, they're wrong. You
And
know,
you'll fucking
you guys
argue.
should believe this. If you don't fall into these lines, then you're it's
and you
all
argue with
division,
people that
division.
you should be not arguing with over this shit. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers are all bumping elbows and eating crab and steak together
Yeah.
and shit. Like
we
think-
thought you hated each other.
Yeah, no, these motherfuckers
You
all
guys
hang out,
they're
bro.
fucking-
Fuck that
yeah,
shit.
going on vacation and
They're
shit.
all,
you know,
yeah,
man.
dude, they're all buddy, man. Like, they all fucking hang out. They all
And they
run
all
with the same
have power
people. Yeah.
to start and stop things. So they all have power to say, we don't want to give funding to this area. We don't want,
Yeah.
or we do want to allow, you know, a large disbursement of whatever here. You know, that's the part that sucks. That's what I'm saying. Is like, I see, it's a game board.
Oh,
You
for
know,
sure.
the nation is a game board, and politics are the ones playing it. You know, It sucks, dude. Yeah, and to see it, and that's where so much is going on now. Like the whole so highlighting certain areas, like the whole deportation thing. I mean, it's all fear mongering.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
this side's getting this side, or this side's getting their people worked up because of what these people are doing, highlighting certain.
And they keep
areas.
saying like, oh, if they can do this to them, they can do it to anybody. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm a
They
fucking
have
citizen,
no-
motherfucker.
Right.
I'm third generation, dude.
I'm full Mexican,
I'll be fine.
but I'm not
I'll be
going-
all right. Like, fuck, dude. But
I'll be making tacos.
it's like, bro, I
I
literally know one person that I can think of off the top of my head that I would be disappointed if they got deported. It's a family member. But at the same time, it's like, well, you've been in this country since before I was born.
Well, and there's
Why the fuck didn't you get legalized?
But there is that thing though that he did say that if you are here and you've been here for a long period of time and you don't have a criminal record
That he
and
won't.
you are a good worker, and
Yeah,
you
it
do
turns
have-
out that was a lie.
really Trump said that.
Did he say that?
That's what they were
thought-
talking about. Like there was
He did.
So I got it right here.
but it-
No,
but
he did. He said that basically they were
Like-
going to go after the hardened criminals, and
Right.
they've already kind of proven that they're going after
Right.
a lot of people. But you also got to think like some of these people, they've been told multiple times to get out of our country, but the previous administrations don't actually kick them out. They're just like, hey, you need to go home, get the fuck out. But they don't actually make them go. So I think that's a lot of what's happening now is that they're like, they have them show up to these cases, and yeah, it sounds horrible because these people are showing up to the immigration cases and they're doing what they're supposed to do, but they've already been told multiple times to get out of the country.
Right.
So now what's happening is they're showing up for their cases and they're like, no, you've been denied, get the fuck out. Like that's what I think is happening, and it sucks.
How do you feel about it? Like, do you feel people should be deported?
I think that, well,
Don't-
first of all,
don't kill yourself, man.
First of all, I think that our process of actually legalizing people is way too fucked up and ridiculous. Like, I
Takes
think it
too
needs to
long,
be
takes
done.
too
Yeah,
long,
it needs to be done easier.
Overnight.
But like,
You're
honestly,
good.
none of this shit's breaking my heart, dude. I'm not losing sleep over any of these people. Fuck, dude. Because most of these people that are in the country, like, it sucks. Like, maybe they are working, but are they paying taxes? And how much government shit are they sucking off? Are they getting fucking food stamps? Because that's my money I'm putting into it.
Right.
Dude, the way I see it is like, okay, if 10 people right now moved into my home, 10 people doesn't sound like a lot of people. But if they move into my home's fucked.
Right.
I can't sustain 10 people. And then when you put it on a larger scale, when you're bringing 10 million people into the country,
Right.
who's fucking paying for this shit?
Right.
Like,
All
it
their
sucks.
healthcare, all
It
their
sucks.
shit.
But you came over and you knew that by coming over, you might be fucking booted. Bye.
Well,
Bye,
then-
Felicia.
Right. I will say, like, I just watched this episode last night, so if you can, I highly recommend Patrick Bet David. He had Ricky Aguilar, and he's talking about how some of his family is legal, some of his family is illegal, and he's talking about, like, in Mexico, they had the same thing. Like, Central America was trying to get into Mexico, and they had the same riots. And they're like, no, you're not coming into our country illegally.
Yeah.
And he's like, so why is it okay here in the U.S., but you guys are fighting down there
Yeah.
for the same shit that we're
Same reason.
doing?
Like, these
Bro,
are bad
You
people.
know what I mean?
There's
It's
some-
like, it's the hypocrisy.
Yeah,
It's
and
crazy.
there's countries where if you accidentally walk across the fucking border,
Right.
you're going to prison. Like, if you're in the fucking Middle East or Asia and you fucking are supposed to be here and you act like, there's hikers that did that shit. They were like hiking and they crossed the border into like Iran or some shit. Dude,
Oh,
they
I
got
thought-
thrown into fucking prison, bro. Like, there was no,
Yeah.
and it was an accident. It was literally, they didn't mean to,
Right.
but like, there was no fucking bullshit about it. Like, they're just like, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're going to prison. We're not even making you leave the country. You're staying in our country, in our prison. So have fun.
Yeah, you're
But
gonna
it's
work
like,
for us now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, but you're
Make
right.
them
Like,
scared to come.
yeah, no other countries do this
No.
where we just let people pour in. And the Mexico thing, you reminded me, there's like, remember when the caravans were coming through Mexico and they're going all the way up to
Thousands of
America?
them and shit,
Yeah,
right.
and the Mexicans were super
Dying on
cool.
the way.
No, the Mexicans were hella cool. They're like, oh, we're giving them water, we're giving them food on their way, we'll help them out. Until those people started trying to stay there, and then the Mexicans started throwing fucking rocks at them.
Right.
They're like, we don't.
Get up.
Yeah, you can go through. We'll help you. You are not staying here, dude. They
Yeah.
got pissed the fuck off, bro.
Get up, get your kids.
So it's
move
like
on.
nobody really wants anybody just pouring into their country. And I mean, you
No.
look at countries like that were once, well, okay, France has never been a great country. France is a fucking shithole. But dude, France has ruined their shit by letting people pour into their country. Germany's doing the same thing. The UK is turning the same way. And I hate to say it, but they're letting a lot of Muslims pour in, and the Muslims are not. They don't like what's the fucking word where you mold into the culture? You know what I mean? Assimilate.
assimilate.
Yeah, they don't assimilate.
I would have never guessed that.
They just
I don't
basically-
think I knew that word.
They assimilate, but they don't.
Oh,
They're
like gather?
they're like, no, we're doing our own fucking thing. Like, I've seen videos in the UK where you would just imagine a bunch of fat white people are walking around, going to the pub. It fucking looks like the Middle East, dude. It's like burqas everywhere, fucking shit's crazy, bro. And I'm like, this is England?
Everybody's
Like, what
trying
the
to find
fuck
a better
happened?
place to live because the place they live is all fucked up.
Yeah, but then they come and make it their, instead of changing, they make it like their
Right.
house was, their place was that
Right.
they left.
They
It's
just
like,
bring
why don't
what
you
they
just
have
fucking
to
stay
have.
home and just be shitty there?
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, I like
home sucks.
I like my women in my country to wear as little clothing as possible. I want to fucking walk around and see women in goddamn full-on garb. Bro, when I was in Thailand...
You sound ignorant as fuck right now.
No,
fool.
fuck that, dude.
Hey, I'll
Fuck
tell
that.
you what.
You know what? If they have a nice body, it deserves to be showed off. Now, if they're 400 pounds, then put that shit away.
Okay.
And it's-
I'm gonna speak up
can't
for
be
my
the
sisters
opposite.
real quick. Okay, yo. I'm gonna speak up for my sisters. In their culture, that is sexy for them. That's them going
I
out
get
in
that.
their gear, right?
Right.
They're dressed for the night. They're like, check me out, men.
There's
like
so
they
many
might
things-
not be cleavage and everything, but do not
There's-
bet they don't look fucking hot as
There's
fuck
nothing
underneath
like
that
just
shit,
seeing,
yo.
yeah, I just want
I
to see
will.
this
They
part.
just out in
I just want
public
to see
like
this
that.
part of a woman.
Wait till you get them home, right? You get them home, that stuff starts to come off. You can see that part of that woman.
And what if it's not great? What if you're really disappointed?
I'm pretty sure you can
What if
get
she's
an
laying in
idea.
bed?
You know what
She
I'm
just
saying?
lays there
and
like
don't
a
be
dead
so
fish.
picky, motherfucker. You 40.
But I will say to that, I think that we should have a little bit more conservative values because too early these girls like 16 they just show their shit and they want to
Yeah.
act like they're 20 and
That's
it's like
true, yeah.
fuking act your age, dude.
Yeah.
You're like I
So I
wish
wanted to
I
bring
could have
up
been
your
a little
picture.
bit more with that because I was like
She already knows. I love it. You
I
already know.
always tell Jaren, like, dude, stop showing your fucking booty hole on camera, bro.
Because this is a good,
Booty
this
hole.
is a good topic. I did want to talk about your picture, right? I'm proud of you. Your picture is beautiful. It's awesome. The first one on your Always Improving page. It's like a model picture. You're sitting in a chair. That's you, right?
Oh, yes,
it's you.
that was
It's
me.
gotta be you. But it's very classy. I don't. They'll
You
be able
think
to
so?
see it. Yeah, it's very classy. And I always used to compliment. Like, what do you think, Matt? I'll put a.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good picture. It's
I'll
like
put-
very, it looks very professional.
You
It
guys
was
can
professional.
Can you see that real quick?
the ones on the live. You guys can just go to like Facebook. It's Always Improving. Her
Yeah, that's
page
a
will
good
come up, and you guys will see the picture. But
It's
the ones
artistic.
on the podcast, I'll post that picture up so you guys can see what we're talking about. But it's sexy. It's super sexy, but it's classy. Like it's not, and that's exactly. I've always admired that. I had when I was in my early 20s, I had a female friend named Taylor, and she was out of like Michigan, and she did a lot of modeling. She was very young when
Her
she
last
got
name
in.
Swift.
Bow! and you threw me off completely because that's my
She did a lot
girl.
of modeling.
She, you could see in her career, because I mean I followed her for years, but you could see in her career how she started off like real young, teeny boppy in a way, right? And then it started to get to where she was a little bit more revealing. And then she started to be more classy. Like she wasn't very revealing. She was like high class dinner elegant look.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like, that's how I am. I'm like, bring back that whole lady in the street, freak in the sheet thing. Like, stop giving it away.
No,
Stop putting it all out there.
I
'Cause it's like
personally-
you're
I
attracting
agree.
pieces of shit.
I like
that's what happened to
mystery.
me.
I like mystery with a woman.
Right.
Like for instance, like I would
I
much
like-
rather see
I do
a
too.
chick in like a bikini or lingerie than just butt ass naked. Like makes me fucking think of like I don't know, man. It just it makes me wonder. After I've seen a girl,
It's funny that you say that.
after I've seen a girl completely naked, I'm like, there's no more wondering. Like I fucking know everything, you know. But like I don't know, man. I like that mystery. Like there's some chicks on my Instagram, and they're pretty fucking hot, and I'd honestly rather see them in bikinis and sexy fucking outfits because it's just like, what's going on?
And that's
there?
actually what I try to help, especially her at the time understand was that when you preserve it, you have something that people want.
Right.
But when you expose it, people don't want it no more.
Right.
Because you've already given it to them.
Well, and
There's
it's like
no
that-
mystery. There's
yeah.
no suspense there.
It's like that. I mean, I don't agree with everything that Andrew Tate says, but like Andrew Tate, he always says
He's a
like
fucking weirdo.
he is. He's not for everyone, and
Another
like I
name.
said, I don't agree with everything. But I do agree, and I wish that he would have been around when I was younger, because maybe it would have been like, you don't just go and fuck and have like all these dudes like taking advantage of you. Like, fucking have some self-respect and like save yourself, treasure yourself, like value yourself, you know? Because when you give your shit away for free, you're only attracting losers who want that one thing from you.
Right.
You're not attracting somebody who wants to wife you or marry you or invest into you, because you don't invest into yourself.
Yeah.
And I learned that really late, you know? I was the life of the party. I'm not saying that I was like
Super
whatever
loose with it, but
at the same time, I
got you.
could have done a lot better. I could have attracted better men, you know?
I want to make so many jokes right now, but I don't want your husband to sock me in the face.
You seen Derek?
I know, I met him.
Shit right
But I'm just like, damn. Like if I was watching this and it was like my girlfriend, she's like, yeah, I fucking used to be the life of the party. I'd be like, fuck.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
but-
I know that's not what you meant.
No, but he knows, like, he probably knows too much. I've had to tell him, I'm like, I'm really sorry I told you all that shit. But, like, I told him, I was like, when we were never supposed to be a thing. Like, he was just supposed to be, like, this long-term booty call. You know? It was supposed to be, like, we were just buddies.
It turned out very long term.
It was, yeah, very long-term.
No, that's cool.
Derek, you're off the hook, man. Long-term booty call, baby.
Yeah, I always tell him, like, in Star-Lord, when, because I'm like a total nerd. I love my Avenger movies. But when Thanos is like, oh, the boyfriend, and Chris Pratt's like, I like to think of myself as a Titan-killing long-term booty call. And Derek's like, yep, that's me. And I'm like,
That's really cool. I mean, I like the whole story. If I'm correct, the brand is like 5 years old.
yeah, 2022 is when we came out. So
Okay,
it's
so
like
3
3
years
years old. Yeah.
Your math is pretty fucking bad.
Well, I think
your
I
brain
remember
And
get-
talking to you
it
before.
feels
Did your
like
brains
5
get
because it was
scrambled
like,
in that?
No, I think
yeah.
she had mentioned to me it was 4
I'm
years
kidding.
or something at one point, because I believe we were talking about it. You guys. I got mine on a couple, like, I hit her up.
I got my shirt.
Yeah, he got his shirt.
We're all rocking the Always
Right?
Improving.
And she even made me, hey, look at you guys. A couple of y'all seen this. You know, you seen it at the Miller Bill event, and then I had it at the bar.
That's his cock ring, but she made it way too big.
cock ring.
It's way too big. What do you think? He's a black
That's
guy?
my next
What the hell?
wedding ring, fool. That's my next wedding ring. I'm out there chasing rings, fool.
The Sonic,
Where's my
man.
next ring at? Where's my next ring?
That's funny. Yeah, I thought that was dope.
Dude, this is super dope.
The
She made it
Sonic.
personalized, you guys. So hit her up, man. If you guys have something personalized that you want to, like, this is awesome. I love it. As soon as she was showing me this, I was like, oh my god, I feel so special right now. It's
That is
awesome.
a
You are
limited
special,
edition.
Karen. You are
Thank
special.
you. I want to
We're gonna get you in that Special Olympics soon, buddy. You'll be hobbling along with your little gimp leg.
I'm gonna be out of this shit soon. Okay, it's not
How long do you have to
forever.
wear that fucker?
They said 6 weeks, but I'm sure I'll be out in 2.
He's like, fuck this thing.
Yeah.
Just kicks it off.
Right? He's like
back
6
up on
weeks.
the-
Steps
you mean
down and
like
his bones
6
just
days?
splinter
Yeah,
through
yeah.
his feet. He's like,
Six
ah!
I actually do heal up pretty fast.
I'm
so
practically
lucky
a
that way.
doctor. It's all
Right,
good.
yeah. It's like,
I
I don't know
got
if you,
Google MD.
I don't know if you've seen fucking Talladega Nights, but in the very beginning, he's like smoking in the classroom. She's like, "Sir, you can't smoke in here." He's like, "It's okay. I'm a volunteer firefighter."
Wasn't that his dad?
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
his
remember
dad.
Dude. Yeah, that's another movie that I could watch over and over again. I
know-
love that stupid humor.
I'm not even a Will Ferrell fan. Like, I honestly find him annoying most of the time, but that movie's fucking hilarious, and Step Brothers is hilarious. Step Brothers is the shit.
Oh my gosh, I quoted that to, like, on my Instagram. I commented on somebody's post, and I'm like, did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yep. And she goes, oh my god, yes, because you just quoted Step Brothers. Like,
Dude, I love
Double
where
dip.
I love when they let him do the bunk beds,
This fool's even got
and they're like
eyes
smashes
on
him. He's
his
like, "Why would you let us do
so
this?" Shit is so fucking
he's
funny.
like, there's a little scratch.
He's
oh
like,
my god.
"Do I hear a power tool? Is those power tools or
It's
is
my
it a
toothbrush,
toothbrush?"
It's funny
movie's so ridiculous.
until it's not, because I have 2 boys and they're like legit like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like my 8-year-old, could hear them fighting, and Joe's like, "You can't do that,
grab
Jack."
one of Sarah's. I'll replace it.
Which one is it? The voodoo?
I'll replace it.
And
I'll replace it. I'll go get her a pack right now. I'll fucking DoorDash drop it off.
DoorDash, drop it off.
right,
me, fool. Always take care of my shit.
yeah, Jack is notorious
yeah,
for
drop
getting
your
like a
meat,
metal
fool. Do it
baseball
that
bat, and he's like, "Listen here,
You want one?
motherfucker." And I'm like,
Is this your son?
My 8-year-old.
Jesus Christ.
Because he wants to, like, him and my other son's 14. And so they'll fight.
Oh.
And then my 8-year-old feels like he's got to equalize.
I get it.
And so I'm like, it's funny until it's not. I could see them doing some stepbrother shit, like burying each other alive in the.
I grew up
I can't drive a
with
clutch.
2 other brothers and a sister, but I was the oldest. But I had my mom dated this guy who had 2 kids, and they were brothers, and they were a little older than me, so they were probably like, I want to say like 18 and maybe like 16. But the bigger one, he was bigger, much bigger than the other one. He did get his ass whooped by his younger brother a lot. Like one time they were just fucking playing darts and they were talking shit to each other, and the older one went up to the board to go get it, and his fucking younger brother just shoved the dart right into his back, dude.
Oh yeah, darts.
And then they just fucking threw down, bro. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? But yeah, they were ridiculous, bro. Fucking lawn darts.
I've never had it. My
Such a
dad
great
used to tell me
idea.
all sorts of shit like that.
Fucking bring them back, man. Natural selection, dude.
Dude, those
You
guys.
get hit by a lawn dart, that's on you, bro. Right through your fucking skull.
That's
Jesus.
ridiculous.
Oh man,
Wow.
lawn darts.
So, you're always improving brand. It comes from previous history. Obviously, you were the life of the party. Do you want to share anything about that? Like,
I mean, she stopped getting her ribs kicked in. I think
Yeah,
that's a pretty good
well, that's a little bit
That's a pretty
different.
good improvement.
Yeah,
that was a relationship. Fuck it. I'm talking about like, she wasn't always sober.
No, I was not.
You were a party animal.
I drinking and drugging. That was my thing. I think it was a lot to do with the fact that I was in toxic relationships and I hated myself and I hated everyone around me, and so I numbed out and I ran from anything that was real. And I think that's why
I don't know what that's like at all.
Oh, fucking crazy, this guy.
and, like, I'm super grateful. So this last time, I've always had a thing with like pain meds. I haven't drank since 2019.
Nice.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
As
you.
he opens a fucking beer, we're just like the
You know
worst
what?
people
But
ever.
Hey,
I'm totally fine.
I'm very influenced. Like,
I have
one day I'm
my
not going to open a
mocktail.
beer.
Yeah, you're
And
under
I'm going
the-
to be like,
you're under the
Kristen
influence.
is there, or Krista is there, and really fucking, I want to always improve now.
Not everybody has a problem. Like, just because this is my path, I realized that I didn't like who I was. You know what I mean? But that's not to say that, like, I could never. There's some people that I might think, oh yeah, you're a real fucking alcoholic.
Right.
I'll see you in the rooms one day. But it's like I could never make that call, just because I mean, how well do people, or like, what's the longevity of real sobriety?
Right.
If you're forced into it, you know, if you get like that intervention, you're not doing it for yourself. You're not doing it because you want to better yourself. You're doing it because,
Well,
you know.
I have a friend that he was actually like, he fucking apparently OD'd like 13 times, dude. Like
Jesus.
straight up like fentanyl type shit, fucking all kinds of opioids. The only reason he's sober is because he actually almost died and went into a fucking coma. And
That usually
basically like sobered it. He was in a coma long enough to become sober, and he just never did those drugs again. And I know that he's still like kind of chasing that because the amount of weed he smokes, like he just smokes weed now and drinks here and there. But like the amount of weed he smokes, and I told him like, bro, you're not gonna ever get that high again. You know what I mean? Like I know that's what he's chasing. But yeah, that's what it took for him was just straight up fucking coma and laying in a fucking
it's
hospital
usually
for
a
a month,
near-death
you know.
experience or something like
Yeah.
that. Like even my wreck, you know, that right there got me thinking. You know, like, I mean, there's like this whole year I've gone through a couple of things. So there was something that happened back in October, and I was like, life is too short. I need to really pound down.
Okay, that wasn't
and then
this-
of course
that
we
wasn't
met,
this
and I
year.
was like, always improving. It's always, you know, and it's influencing. It's
Right.
super influencing because, you know, somebody who's still drinking and smoking and all this other stuff, you know, I look at sobriety as like it's a dream. Like one day I will get there, but right now I'm kind of just like taking life as it comes, you know. And I'm not like super loose life of the party, but I'm having fun. I'm not worried about
Right.
my problems type stuff, you know. But anyways, I
See,
forgot what
for
I was
me,
saying.
it was like a problem. Like I would leave on a lunch break and go do cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I would come home, all I could think about was I'm gonna chop up these Percocet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some coke,
Fuck.
and I'm gonna lay in bed.
How old
so
were you?
I
That's
was
Pretty rugged.
I mean, this was a few years ago.
Wow, it wasn't even that long ago.
No. Like, so I would, like, but looking like it was a hindrance on my life. Like, I didn't feel like I was a good mom.
Right.
You know, I
Because
didn't.
you were already a mom. I was going to say, your
Yeah.
son is.
And I was
I'm gonna
like,
be honest. You're probably right about that.
I was very.
Your concern wasn't let me go check on my kids. I'm gonna fucking chop. Like I have a,
This one is so cold right now.
but I have an actual question, like a legit question. So you said chop up the Percocet, like, so you snorted it. Did that did it hit harder or better than if you? Okay, so it was like an enhancement. Okay, okay.
And like
Well, I guess I'm chopping up my pills now.
I'm not giving
Stuffing them up
tips.
your butt. That's the other one.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
You know what? I do feel like I missed out on some shit because I had a girlfriend that was like, "Oh yeah, you could totally put it in the pooper and
Yeah.
it hits you way harder."
It's
And
way
like,
hard, yeah.
I feel like I missed out a little bit. Like
When I was
I'm
19.
a little bummed that I never put an ecstasy pill up my ass.
It was ecstasy too. Hey,
Yeah,
when I was
I'm, like, a little
19,
bummed.
ecstasy was my shit. I did it for about 3 years,
The
like solid,
fizzles.
hardcore, right?
Dude, those red
Before
Jordans
the
or the
fizzle.
blue Dolphins.
I was gonna. Blue Dolphins were hard.
The actual.
You know, it was
ecstasy
not.
before
No,
it
like-
transitioned into the MDMA capsules.
No,
and
I
it
know
No,
what
no,
she's.
no,
No, no,
no,
yeah,
I'm
she's
talking
talking
about
about
ecstasy.
yeah,
Right.
Like
there was
from the
Blue
Bay.
Dolphins,
Like
yes.
the real
So like
ones.
the Mac Dre's. When it's like when
Yeah,
the
'cause
hyphy movement
Dizzle
was
was
like
a little bit
huge.
different. That was more like 2010, no? Am I right?
No.
2000. Yeah, I was doing it 2006.
No, Matt
to
Dre was around
2008.
in like early 2000, bro. Because I remember when I was doing my
I
backyard
was gonna say
wrestling
because
shit,
I
Matt
was
Dre
doing
around, yeah.
ecstasy from like 99.
But you remember they had
to
the little
02.
stamps on them. They had the fucking, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. So I know exactly what she's talking about.
But there was
then-
like transitions. Like there was ecstasy, then there was MDMA, then there was
Yeah.
the
she's
Molly.
talking ecstasy.
Fizz, but
Yeah.
there
The
was
Blue Dolphins were
this
ecstasy.
one was a little bit different. What was it?
No,
That was
this
ecstasy.
was X.
It
That's
was
just what they
X.
called
The
it. Yeah.
Thizzles, the Thizzle dance.
Yeah.
But
All
then
right.
it
Then
Oh
we're in
yeah,
the
I
same
had
era.
my stunnas.
We're in the same
Yeah.
era.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in the hyphy movement.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh god,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
But dude,
Little
and
white
then you
girl.
remember you get the fucking greens or the yellows, and you're like,
Dude,
just fucking.
You get the
It was like the
lock
meth, yeah. It was like
Oh
the meth
my
ones,
God,
bro.
dude.
Yeah, the yellows and the
Yes.
greens were fucking bad.
White was my favorite.
I would sit there and I would like. I just remember I would smoke that cigarette so hard, and I was like,
You just don't.
You just
feel it,
smoked the fucking cherry right through the
Dude.
back.
dude, and I was like, oh, I think I did too much. Like fucking popping 4 or 5
No, dude,
pills.
fucking ecstasy
So-
was like fun until it wasn't. It was
Right.
like, this is fun, and then it's like, why am I chewing on my own face? I don't
I
like
won't-
this.
Right?
Dude, I don't feel that way.
Right.
The only
you
reason
probably,
why
you probably
I
had
quit,
good ecstasy. The bad ecstasy is the one that made you
I
all
was,
methy.
I was rolling on ecstasy when I found out I was gonna be a father. So
Oh,
I'm
God.
chilling, night's going good. Girlfriend turns to me from the front seat and goes, "I'm pregnant." I'm like,
How long did she know before she said that?
Right.
She didn't test
Amen,
herself right there, bro.
motherfucker.
She did not
Amen.
test herself right
that
there.
shit was bullshit.
This bitch
Threw me
knew.
the fuck off.
Wow.
Right? And
Wanted
so
to wait till you were
from
really
that
high.
point
Right?
on, yeah.
She's like, yeah, let me wait until he's
Because she
rolling.
was feeling it, right? I'm gonna tell him now. So
Wow.
like that from that night forward, no more. That was it. That was the only reason why I stopped. But if ecstasy
Wait, you
was
stopped because
today
you're
what it
becoming a
was
father?
then, yeah, that's why I stopped everything. There was only
Wow.
ever since I became
You're
a father.
not the biggest piece of shit that I thought you were.
No,
Sorry if I
dude.
touched any of your hamburger meat.
As soon as I found out I was gonna be a father, dude, like that night was it.
Wow.
That was it, dude. I was like, okay, cool. I'm
Oh,
gonna
so
get a
your
job.
child
I'm gonna
ruined your
raise a-
life, is what I'm hearing.
Not
I'm fucking kidding.
Not at
bro.
that
I'm
time.
kidding, bro. Not at that time. That came later.
it took some time for that part to catch up.
Bro, that's wild though. I mean, dude, honestly, that's cool as fuck. Because honestly, if some woman if I was rolling and someone's like, "Hey, I'm pregnant," I'd probably do a lot more drugs after that. I'd just be like, I'm getting so
To be
fucked
real,
up.
like,
hopefully, I'll just die.
if I trusted ecstasy today like I did before, I would fucking be high all the time on ecstasy because I love.
you can't trust
ecstasy.
anything anymore.
No,
It's
I know.
full
That's what
of
I'm saying. I
fucking
won't touch
fentanyl,
nothing
bro.
at all. I won't touch nothing at all.
You
People
just
are like,
look
no,
at it
I
and
know
you're
my
like,
dealer. I'm
"Ah."
like, I don't know your dealer. I don't know his dealer. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about the system.
Right.
I'm good, dog.
Dude, I have family members, like, I'm knock on wood, hopefully they're not doing this shit anymore. I got family members that legit fucking do fentanyl on purpose. Like, it's not like most
Straight
people.
fetty.
Like, yeah, most people that die from fentanyl, they do it on accident. No, my family's like, give me the good stuff. I'm like, what the
We
fuck
used
is
to
wrong
call
with you
we
guys?
used to call money fetty.
Yeah,
Dude
yep,
came
yeah,
up to me and
yeah.
said, "Hey, you got any fetty?" I'm all
I mean,
like money, like
yo, what do you need, man?
Oh, I can see what you
Yeah.
want.
Right.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You don't want money. You want fucking fentanyl.
You want to get fucking wild out of your brains. Dude, I've always wondered, though, like, I don't know about you guys, but I have wondered at times, like, what's being high on heroin like?
Have
Not
you?
to the point where no, I've never done that.
You've
shit.
never done it.
No.
Have you?
No. But I've
I
wondered,
smoked
like,
opioid or whatever.
Opium?
It was a red like cube.
weird.
It was a form of heroin, but
It's
it was
opium.
like
It's probably opium.
opiate was some shit like that. But it was a form of heroin that
No.
you smoke and you put it on your weed, and when it burns red. I mean, I was like fucking
Weird.
18, 19 or some shit.
What I've wondered, I'm like, these motherfuckers throw their life away for this shit. Like, what are they fucking?
That's
What are
why
they
I've
feeling?
Never touched it.
No, exactly, and that's why I never did meth.
And
I already told you guys I don't even take fucking headache
No,
medication.
fine, I was a man.
No, I don't even take headache medication. So like the worst shit I've ever done, I'd say is I used to do like the fucking whippets and shit like that.
Everyone
Fucking
did
Freon.
whippets.
I did fucking
everyone
Freon.
still does with it.
Yeah, I know. Dude is making a comeback.
yeah. They got big
yeah, I
ass
did.
colorful tanks and all that shit.
I did Freon. I've done coke, but like, dude, I've never done meth. Never done heroin. And I was offered meth before, and I'm so glad I didn't fucking do it.
I've done plenty of meth. I've been out in Vegas.
You're like, I've done plenty of meth.
Yeah. I was on meth for like
But they seem so
9
happy
months.
when they're on meth, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
No,
Until
I
they're
didn't.
not.
Yeah, right.
It
Until
was-
they're out of meth.
It was day 3 that fucked me up. Once I got to day 3, I always lost myself. I had to go to bed. But everybody else wanted to keep on partying, but I was like, I can't do it no more.
Bro, you can
dude.
only
Like,
go so long without sleep, man. Until it
I've
really
seen
fucks you
motherfuckers
up.
go 2 weeks and not know
wild,
what the
bro.
fuck is going on around them. Like they're
wild.
so in this delusional, paranoid state, you know. But fucking 3 days in, I'm seeing fucking shadow monsters. I'm like, I'm good. I can't do it after that. You start to, you know, even when you're trying to go to sleep, you just see fucking faces and weird shit, you know. And
Fuck,
it's like,
bro.
all right.
Yeah, it's because you're all fucking deprived of sleep, bro.
Yeah.
You're fucking going insane.
Imagine going 2 weeks, dude. 3 fucking
Yeah,
days.
all right. So just point out our government. You probably know about. Do you know about MK Ultra?
No.
Do you know about MK Ultra? It was tests that they did in the 70s. Dude, they literally, our government gave motherfuckers LSD.
yeah.
They gave them LSD
In the
for
military?
like weeks, bro.
Oh, I heard
Yeah,
about it. Yeah,
to
yeah.
fight in wars.
And
'cause
just,
they wanted
they were just doing this to see what would happen.
Okay.
I mean, they definitely did. They did, like, they gave our pilots meth and
What
shit
was
like
it,
that.
World War II or some shit?
Because
They
I
were
know-
giving our troops fucking
All kinds of
drugs
shit.
inside their
But dude, in the
food.
70s, they literally did fucking. They would take CIA agents and just load them with LSD and just fucking like
Yeah.
keep them awake, dude.
Yeah.
And fucking dude, these motherfuckers went insane, bro. Like
That was
straight up fucking nuts.
the Nazis. They were doing like a form of meth,
Yeah.
and that's
yeah.
how they kept them awake and kept them like on task.
The Nazis. I heard that. Actually, my youngest son was telling me that was exactly what it was with Hitler. That Hitler
Dude.
wasn't necessarily the reason why Hitler did what he did. Like
'Cause
the
he was
people
fucking
around
high
him
as
kept him
fuck.
high as fuck.
Right.
Right.
There's
and he was
videos.
basically that face that everybody loved, you know,
Right.
and everybody followed.
There's videos of him at like an Olympic Games. It was like, oh, I don't know if you guys know this fun fact that you know how they carry the torch in the Olympics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Nazis started that. It's a fucking Nazi tradition. I don't know why we keep doing it, but there's a video.
I'm
of-
over here like, this is my torch.
Yeah, no, that was some. Bro, the Nazis did that. The
That's
reason,
Nazi shit now.
Yeah.
Great. I don't want no torch.
that was the Nazis that started the torch running thing, and we
That's
still do
dope.
it for some
No,
reason.
they do.
But
Yeah, they're doing their own shit.
there's a fucking video of him.
She's fired.
There's a video of him at the Olympics, and dude, he looks meth the fuck out. Like, bro, he's like doing this kind of shit, jittering, fucking moving. Like, he's on
Like
some
a fucking
shit.
T-Rex.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking crazy. but-
Velociraptor.
No, that dude was high as fuck. They also think there's a lot of speculation that Hitler did not die in that bunker, and that he actually fucking lived out his life in like Brazil or Buenos Aires
Right,
or
we
some
talked
shit.
about
Yeah,
that.
we talked about that. But yeah, it's pretty wild.
Hitler was a woman. Remember that?
Hitler was a fucking-
Hitler was a woman. Apparently, they had put a female body in place of his for him, like the suicide body or whatever.
Oh yeah,
it
I
was,
think you're
you know,
right.
or
Yeah,
something.
the one that was supposed to be his body was not
Hitler
even
was
a
a
fucking
woman.
man's body.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
And there was another one. It was we were joking about that one, I think, because I've already gone through the previous episodes and stuff.
Yeah, this guy watches all the shit. I don't watch
like,
anything.
dude, that shit's dope.
I'm like, dude, I was there once. I don't need to fucking be there again.
But that's
I
how
did
you
my
remember.
part.
You go back and you see it again.
I don't want to see me.
Wait till
I
you
don't
see
ever
you.
wanna see
Dude,
me.
your shit is off the hook. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I'm me. I know how I am. I don't need to see it anymore. My fucking.
You're like, I live this
yeah,
shit.
I do this every day.
So the last episode, I wanted to give you props once again. You know,
Props.
Yeah, you're a little
you
bitch.
really. So and also because
Oh, I was so
you know,
mad at you.
everybody-
I was
I
so
know.
mad at you.
No, I know.
But I was like, this motherfucker's not gonna break me on my show. I'm
no,
like,
dude, you're a savage. You really
I
did
have.
good. And I did want to apologize. So that's not usually my tactic, but because of what I seen, like I didn't feel like you was on my side and shit, right?
No,
And so that
I
was
felt
my
bad.
tactic
I
with
felt bad
you
afterwards.
in that situation. That's all it was. But that's not my tactic. Usually I have no problem taking people behind closed doors and talking to people like that. But I wanted to give you like
Taking them behind those doors, putting
right.
them against
Yeah.
the wall.
You know, no,
wants to-
no,
I'm
just,
just
He wants to
joking.
chase my
Exactly.
he wants to chase my B ring.
Yeah. I want his ring. I mean, that's what I would have done behind closed doors. Same
Oh
thing.
no, it was
Sit him
funny.
down,
My
talk
brother
to you,
watched
really
it, my
shit.
youngest brother,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Bro, I would have slapped that motherfucker."
Chief,
And I
stuck
was
up
like,
for you.
and I was like, yeah, but then if I break, then I'm the fucking weak one.
Yeah.
If you make me get upset, like, bro, I have this fucking weird, uncanny ability to like,
Uh-huh.
bro, motherfuckers can say all the shit they want, don't really bother me.
Yeah.
Until you actually touch me or fucking try to eat my food or something, then I'm gonna get mad.
I learned a lot about you that
But
night.
yeah,
And I
I
learned a lot about the situation, everything that was going on.
I also
and
deal with the
it was-
public, bro. Like I got to deal with motherfuckers that are angry all the time.
Yeah.
Talking shit, and I'm just like, well,
Yeah.
what do you want to do today, sir? Like,
But no, you were
Yeah.
good though, dude. You did really good. You know, and like I said, Chief stuck up for you. When the moment Chief saw me after that episode, he goes, "Why you put your boy on front like
Chief's
that?"
pretty good. I like
Yeah,
Chief.
yeah, he stuck up for you.
Yeah, we
I was
should get-
like,
we
you
need
know,
to get
I had
Chief
to do what
back.
I had to do.
Do you
He
know
was like,
Chief?
yeah, but
Chief's,
you know, what I'm
Chief's like
saying?
a fucking giant ginger
You haven't met
skinny
Chief yet?
bastard.
Really?
He's fun, though. He's
giant
fun.
ginger,
A
motherfucker.
giant ginger skinny bastard, but he's a horrible person like me, so we get along great. He just says like the worst shit ever. But
He's
yeah,
he's
Chief's,
a throttle
Chief's
manager
fun.
as well. He's
Oh, okay.
a brother of mine. I think me and him met about 8 years ago, and we pretty much just locked in as soon as we met. You know, he went down within a year after we met, and I went and visited him at the hospital.
Fuck
I took
with
him a little
Bass
fucking
Kitten.
something to puff on. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then we just we just got closer and closer.
Yeah.
You know, throughout the years through
Yeah.
bike life and stuff like that. We were in the same club and all that. And, yeah,
I don't know his channel, but.
you'll meet him eventually.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
for
I'm
sure.
fucking-
He was on 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you go back 2 episodes, you'll be like, oh yeah, that guy.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll see him
Yeah.
from like pictures and stuff.
Dude,
like
apparently my
that.
youngest brother went to school with him.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I think I mentioned that
I
the
think
night.
you
Yeah,
did.
but yeah, he's like, is that guy named? What is his actual name? Yeah, he's like, is
Steve.
that? Yeah, he's like, is that guy Steve? And I was like, I don't fucking know his name. And she's like, my brother's like, well, I went to school with a guy that looked like him named Steve, but
Yeah.
they really call him Chieftain.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's definitely him.
Yeah. He's everywhere. Yeah, he stuck up for you. Yeah. Give him to you on that.
I mean, Chief's
But you did
alright.
really good, man, and I'm proud of you. And there was
Oh, you're proud of me. Oh, that
I
makes
was
me
proud
feel
of
so
you.
much better.
No,
This is
because like I
fucking
said, when I
weird.
went into that with you, it was completely different.
I'm like, bro,
I'm like,
you literally
fuck
asked
this
bro,
guy.
this motherfucker.
I'm about to put him on the fucking
This
spot,
motherfucker's like,
motherfucker.
have you ever even seen bullets fly? I'm
Yeah.
like, motherfucker, I make bullets fly. I just didn't say that shit, but I'm like,
Bitch, whatever, motherfucker. All right, let's
bro,
go.
I've been
But
to,
like, you
bro,
on
I've
the
been to
front
jail.
street,
I've been to jail on weapons charges. I've been to jail on weapons charges. You think I didn't fire any of those guns?
I've never been in jail
I've been
on
in
weapons
bro. I've been
charges.
in
Well, you're harder than
RCCC.
me.
I've been in RCCC, fucking G Unit, General Pop, and I've been in fucking South 440 lockdown, bro. I've been in fucking straight up lockdown, max security bullshit in a pod with 50 assholes, and all we saw was the fucking skylight. That's it, bro. No sounds from outside for a fucking month, dude. No birds, no planes, no nothing. Nothing makes you happier than walking in to go use the fucking shitter and seeing some big old black guy with a big ass. He's got cakes and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Why does this dude have ass? What the fuck out of here, bro? It's fucking so bad.
So the reason why I brought that up is one, I wanted to apologize.
She's
because,
like,
I
this is
said,
fucked up.
Putting you on the spot like that, you know, I don't always do that, but you did really good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I don't break.
So
It's gonna take a lot more than
at
that.
the end of that episode, I was trying to think of a fucking that motivational thing that I was trying to come up with, right, or say at that
I
time.
think you said you were gonna fondle my balls.
It was something
And
like
that was
that.
pretty
but
motivational.
That part,
It was something
that part
like
threw me
that.
off, and it made me have to loop back around to the real point. And so, what it was, because you had said, it took me a minute too, because I had to like watch the episode a couple of times in the back. I was like, what the fuck was the part
guy's
that I
not
was
very
trying
receptive.
to, you know? And when it was because you had said, you were talking about the podcast and you were saying that, you know, it was basically like your perception on it now. You know, like there's not a whole bunch of followers, not a whole bunch of things. And so basically my my motivational speech that I wanted to give you at that time was look into the future. Don't look at what it is now, look at what it can be. You know, look at your talent and the attraction that you will gain throughout time. Dude, like I got so many clips. You're gonna be amazed because you're over here like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna tip one pass out, right? We just kicked it in front of the
Dude,
camera for a minute.
dude,
I don't remember shit.
You got
How
hella
many
no,
times were
hold
we
on. You
like,
got hella mad, and
this
you're,
conversation should have been recorded.
this motherfucker's like, he's like, I compiled a bunch of the gay jokes you guys made. He's like,
I never sent it to you.
he's like, what if I put that out there?
Yeah.
What do you think would be the reception? I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, this motherfucker just did all the hard work for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me that clip,
Hey,
bro.
if you want to do it, man, I swear I will keep coming up with gay ass
Like, give
reels
me
and
that-
shit
give
for
me
you,
that
bro.
clip, bro.
But I think it'll hurt you more than everything.
I don't think, bro. Are you kidding me?
But that's what I wanted
I got nothing to
to
lose, man. I don't know if you noticed that.
And it's so ironic that we have Krista here with Always Improving, because that's basically what it is like...
She's like the only good person at this table. You know that, right? Like,
Well,
fucking
like-
scumbag,
Yeah,
scumbag, always improving.
half a scumbag, okay? Like, there's
Oh,
a
you're only
part of
half
me
a
that's-
scumbag?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, you
half
don't
a
even get to be a full scumbag?
Yeah, it's a light switch.
Well,
I'll
step
turn
it up.
off.
Step it
Turn
up,
shit
buddy.
off.
Be full scum.
But basically, like, it just every good thing takes traction. You know, every good thing, it doesn't happen overnight. Like, you're not going to get overnight success unless somebody puts you there, right? P. Diddy, right?
Dude, bro, why was I just about to say Justin Bieber?
Boom, boom.
Fuck.
P. Diddy, motherfucker.
Fuck,
You're not going to get
bro.
overnight. But the more as you stay consistent, and you're going to see, like, when I start really, like, sending your little clips to you and shit, and you're like, oh my fucking God. I said, yeah, dude, you went on, like, 5-10 minute tangents of funny fucking shit.
Oh,
you know?
the one episode where it was when Chief was here, like the last like
That
20
was
minutes
off the
were
hook. Yeah,
fucking.
yeah, it was.
It
Yeah,
was
that
basically the worst people you could think of saying the worst shit they could think
Dude,
of.
but
It
it's so much, like, there's so much material in all of it, you know, so much that you can just clip and have a 3-minute clip here, a 3-minute clip
I just want to
here,
point out
you
this
know?
is like I do this shit at work, dude. Like my coworkers have to deal with this
I
on a
know.
regular basis.
Yeah,
It's like
that's cool.
this is not like an act. I'm just a fucking awful human being.
But before you
I'm
know
totally
it,
okay with that. Like I'm good.
before you know it, though, you're gonna catch that traction, you know. So I want you to believe in yourself, because that
I
was
was
one thing
hoping that
I
would
did
happen when I
catch.
was stuck on a fucking railroad track last night. I was like, can I catch some traction, please?
You
'Cause
could
this
have
motherfucker-
if your brother knew
If
how to
you had
drive.
bigger
Right? I
tires,
know. Come on.
When are you gonna
I gotta
fool with
teach
that
him.
shit?
I gotta teach him.
Yeah, you do.
Or just get a fucking higher car. Like, bro, I'm like, okay, if my fucking car can get stuck on a train track that's like this high, maybe I'm not making the right choice in vehicular devices.
Right.
Motorcycle wouldn't get stuck like that. Truck wouldn't get stuck like that. Fucking shitty Japanese car, stuck.
That's so
Fuck.
funny.
Stick shift, fucking pro.
Fucking stuck. Bro, it was just spinning, kicking rocks everywhere. So,
Did you look? Is there anybody asking questions? I'm like, shit, should we be answering them?
no, we hate them.
No, we just have
Those people suck. No, we did that before, like when we had the computer set up. There'd be people like saying stuff, and like 20 minutes later, be like, oh, hey, somebody fucking said something. I'm like,
All right,
whatever.
so I'm gonna run some more questions through.
Okay.
Where were you born, or where did you grow up?
Otto County.
So you're local for the most part.
That's sad.
I know.
So disappointing.
Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding. I'm fucking kidding.
I lived in Southern California for a minute, and I lived out in Vegas for a minute.
Were you a hooker like this guy?
No.
Pole prostitute is what
Hey,
I like to call
you know
myself.
what? You gotta do what you
Pole
gotta
prostitute.
do to survive.
I did.
I also like. I want to be like, and then I'm like, oh, he's fucking mushing
Just
me
on the
right
shoulder,
now.
you can
Okay,
hit
all
the back
right.
on this side. The back on this side's fucked.
That's funny.
I'm so glad
God.
I was wearing that vest, dude. My tattoo, my fucking throttle nut shit would have been gone. At
So you
my
did- you
vest,
did
you
have
can
a
see it.
vest
There's
on?
scrapes all. Yeah, I had a vest. Dude, there's scrapes all up across my back. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so
Bro.
glad I had a fucking vest
Yeah.
on, dude.
You would've been-
I think I'm going back to wearing gear.
You would've been
'cause,
hamburger
Like I
Albert,
said, man, I'm
motherfucker.
putting thousands. This arm right here is literally like 8 sittings of $300 or
Bro, how the
$400
fuck is your
each
forearm
sitting,
larger than your bicep, motherfucker?
You know. It's-
Bro, you are disproportionate. You need to yeah. Hey, you need to stop eating
That's
the
how the
spinach.
forearm gets.
Look at him move.
Bro,
Look-
stop eating spinach and fucking
That's-
get back on arm day, motherfucker.
The best
Goddamn.
way to get that forearm is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
It was like Quagmire and fucking Family Guy when he came out, and his bicep was huge because he's been locked inside for like 2 weeks.
Is it really?
Oh,
This is
God.
bigger
I mean,
than
your
this?
bicep would, yeah. I mean, I'm just being an asshole. but
Yeah, I think
you should probably,
like,
proportionate.
It's not
yourself
what
a
it
little
used
more.
to be, but it's definitely.
Bro, you're not Wiz Khalifa.
It's definitely not what it was.
Just because you put tattoos on doesn't make you look bigger, motherfucker.
Is that what
Little
happened?
skinny
I got
ass, yeah.
22s.
He's like, I might be scrawny, but I got tattoos. Yeah, dude, fucking
All right,
Wiz Khalifa's literally
Let's
covered
keep
in
going
tattoos.
with getting to know Krista more.
right, yeah,
What's your
let's-
favorite color?
I don't know. I have a lot of favorite colors.
That's not a thing. Pick the if all the other ones.
If
You had
had
to kill the other ones.
You gotta kill the
gotta put
one
a gun.
that's gonna
fire out of
survive.
a cannon. You gotta fuck one, marry one, kill
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
We're doing the interview now. Shout out to Step Brothers.
I love it.
I don't know, probably purple, just because my
You know what?
grandfather.
Purple's one of my favorites. I'd say purple and orange.
Yeah.
I think purple.
You can't have two. You just got on me about having multiple favorite colors.
Purple then, fucker.
Okay.
Yeah, one's gotta win,
Well,
right?
purple,
One's
purple.
gotta win.
One's gotta-
Purple's your favorite?
Purple, yeah. I think it's because I was a Phoenix Suns fan growing up as a
okay.
kid.
I
Like
guess that makes it. You like it?
my fucking
It's our
childhood
mascot.
was. Yeah, I'd say purple is probably. But I don't wear purple. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't wear purple. But if I had like a fucking lowrider, or if I got like a 6'4" Impala or 59 Impala with cat eyes, motherfucker would be purple, with some fucking orange fucking pinstripe shit. Yeah, it'd be
I
dope.
like it.
That would be purple and orange. I need to add that to my hat collection.
Purple and orange.
Make a note, Derek. We're gonna do purple and orange.
All right, what's your favorite meal? All-time favorite meal? You're about to die tomorrow, execution, because of all the crazy shit you did.
You got one.
You got
last
one meal. What is it?
Can I?
You can
Wow.
pick. You can pick two.
I'd probably do like.
I like how this is the one that stumps her.
I'm like.
A food one.
I don't know, like steak and eggs. I love steak and eggs. I could eat that all day, every day.
Pretty bomb meal.
Depending on the steak.
But
Yeah, it's
It
gotta
can
be
ruin
done.
the
Yeah,
eggs.
you
yeah.
gotta be really
The
good
steak
steak.
can ruin the eggs.
But I don't know. You can't go wrong with fucking tacos. But if it's like my last meal, I want something like exquisite. I want freaking steak from like Morton's Steakhouse. I
Fair
want
enough. All right.
like a big ass ribeye. Like I'm gonna die fat as
You've
fuck.
been to Yard House? They have a $40 steak.
Really?
They have a $26
Wait, which place is it?
Yard House.
Yard House. Okay.
It's like you're gonna spend $100 easy.
Yeah.
If you go with two people, for sure.
Yeah, my favorite steakhouse I think is Folsom Steakhouse or Sutter Street Steakhouse.
Sutter Street. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
of that one. I've never been.
It's like butter,
Fucking
dude.
really?
Oh, their steak is so good.
Yeah, so I always grilled my steak. Dude, I've recently discovered cooking steak in a fucking cast iron skillet is so amazing. Because, like, you don't lose any of the juices. Like, it all fucking stays in there, and you throw some butter and garlic in there. It's fucking bomb. I've always been a grill guy. But even I notice when I'm grilling, bro,
Butter.
you're losing a lot of that shit.
Butter's a trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butter makes meat tender
Hell
as
yeah,
shit.
dude.
Yeah,
It's so
sure
good. And
does.
if you go to, like, a lot of steakhouses, bro, they throw, like, a fucking slab of that shit on there. My favorite meal, hands down, spaghetti and meatballs, garlic bread. Simple guy. Second, be club sandwich and french fries.
You know where you should go is Visconti's in Folsom.
So I've heard of this.
They make homemade meatballs.
Really?
Best balls
Fucking
you ever have in your mouth.
Best.
You set us up for that one, fool. Hey, this girl took.
Well, I'm not going. I'm not
Alright.
going to Visconti's because I don't want any fucking balls in my mouth.
If you're gonna have balls,
You're
you want
right.
Visconti's balls in your mouth.
Oh, Visconti, man, his balls are the best.
I like
No,
it, I
you
like
go.
it.
Drops them in there, salty
It's like
balls, man.
old Italian, and you
Nice.
get Papa Visconti. He comes out and he like talks to you while you're eating, and he's like, "Hey, welcome to my restaurant."
Do you
today."
like my balls?
Yeah. How do my balls taste?
Hey, it's me,
Oh
Visconti.
shit, dude!
You're
Like, get the
like,
fuck out of here!
Little salty.
Wow.
I don't like it.
down.
We leaving, honey.
That's
Let's
great.
go.
That's fucking great.
As she's stuffing the balls in her mouth.
Absolutely, all the
Yeah.
balls she can fit. All right, you're up, motherfucker.
My favorite food?
Favorite meal? You're
It's
gonna die.
fucking Fruit Loops, dude.
Dude. You would make the prison staff so
No, I
You're
happy.
like-
such a white boy.
Like, yeah, and you're like,
I
White boy
actually,
stoner kid.
I definitely love street tacos. I mean, they're so simple. It's just my shit, right? And then spaghetti, pizza. So just basically the general easy shit. You know, I don't understand. I'm about to get a lot of haters. What the fuck is so big about In-N-Out Burger, dude? Like,
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I will kill you
I
today.
always drive by that place and I'm like, it's not that good. There's hella people out there. So where are you going, fool? Like clown In-N-Out Burger?
Dude, In-N-Out is pretty good.
It's hella good.
It is good, but
The fries have to be fresh for one, but the
I'm like-
burgers are super good.
where do I don't know. Where's like a better burger?
fuck you talking about, man? What the fuck you talking about?
Matter of fact,
Bro, let me trim that hamburger off your fucking arm, motherfucker.
just don't get no blood on my hat.
Dude, I actually love In-N-Out, but like I haven't been there in like 2 fucking years because I would refuse to sit in a line for 20 fucking minutes
Yeah.
for a burger. Like,
Dude, you will literally get it faster walking up to the counter.
I think here's my thing.
I get it in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
walking
if you go up to the counter for sure. My thing is, I think that honestly, it's so fucking fresh. Like everything, they fucking slice the tomatoes right there. They do like everything's fresh, dude. And I'm gonna be honest, if I go to In-N-Out, bro, I'm getting that motherfucker with chopped chilies on it,
Animal style.
an extra spread or animal style.
What the
Like,
hell is that?
Dude, you
Onions
get
and
the grilled
shit?
onions.
yeah,
and
I'm
you
like,
get
oh hell no!
extra
Bring
spread.
over the chili. What is this bullshit?
Dude,
dude, chopped
Onions,
if you haven't had
motherfucker.
chopped chilies on it, get chopped
Why the
chilies.
Yes.
fuck you bring
Shit's
out the
bomb.
fucking cleaver?
Because you're talking shit about In-N-Out, bro. It's a Christian business, and I love my Christian.
That movie
Yeah, come
without
on.
a paddle.
Put it up
He's all,
here.
But I
Put it
love
up
the
here, buddy."
cleaver. Put the cleaver away. I love the cleaver.
No, dude, I love In-N-Out, but I refuse to fucking sit in the line for that long.
It's pretty good. It's like I'm a half and half.
But
of
it's
it,
not
you know?
worth
It's
like
really
people.
good. It's
People
really
be
good.
like fighting over that shit.
Yeah.
People be fighting over that shit.
I can tell.
But no, like,
you even
they-
got
they
a cleaver.
fucking-
Might as well
dude.
get In-N-Out etched and etched.
They, dude, I'm gonna be like walking there, like, hey, can you guys put your fucking logo on here?
Fucking sign this.
Dude, there was one. They
Fucking
opened
chop
one in.
this fool up.
They opened one in like Denver area. Motherfuckers were fighting, bro. Like,
Dude, no
dude
joke.
got knocked out of his shoes. The motherfucker just walked up and socked him, and his shoes flew off. And it's like, I don't think you're gonna get your burger any faster now. Like, you can't. His car's still in the way of you. Like, what the fuck?
Before In-N-Out, McDonald's used to look like that. And then In-N-Out came through and McDonald's was like, not like that no more. In-N-Out's always like, no matter what time of day, they'll be open
It's
at fucking
wild,
6
bro.
o'clock in the morning to 3 a.m. or something like that. And
Yeah.
it's literally a long line the whole time. It's insane. Everywhere.
you ever been to
Up in
Culver's?
Auburn, off of fucking
Culver's.
everywhere.
Culver's. You ever been to Culver's? You were in Arizona and you fucking failed.
You didn't send me a
fucking
text
failed.
message, dude.
I didn't know you were in
very-
Arizona
oh.
until after you were in Arizona, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm fucking Arizona."
I got
wear
a cool
helmet."
ass
I'm
story
like,
for you, dog.
bro. Culver's will beat In-N-Out once Culver's comes around here.
Really?
They're from the Midwest, but they have like, I don't know, their food's just really fucking good. I don't know that their burger is necessarily better than an In-N-Out burger, but their shit's good. They have cheese curds because they're from Wisconsin, and they have fucking concrete mixers, which is like basically bomb ass ice cream. And they have so many, like, it's fucking good, dude. If you guys ever come across Culver's, I think the closest one's Arizona and Boise. I fucking literally drove to Boise.
Boise, Idaho.
I drove
Just
to
for some Culver's.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I do not regret it. I will do that shit again.
I'm here, Grandma.
I stay, yeah, I wish my grandma was in Boise. I wouldn't have to pay for that shit.
Man.
No, I fucking I drove there for Culver's, and I do not regret it. I would do it again. Boise's also cool as fuck. I don't know if you guys have been to Boise, but
I've never, but I heard
I
it's
like
really
it.
cool.
I
yeah.
like it.
I had
It's
a friend
college
that I
town.
used to work with, and they sent
A lot of
me pictures,
hipsters.
Yeah, not just that though. There's a lot of classy.
Oh, it's fucking
areas, too.
nice,
Yeah,
dude.
it's beautiful.
You got like a bomb ass, like a German bar, Hofbrauer, whatever the fuck they call it, but shit had like legit German food, and it's fucking bomb, dude.
Right.
I like Boise. I'd check it out again. But yeah, Culver's. If you ever come across Culver's, check it out. They're
Check
fucking
that out.
good. They're good.
Culver's, Boise,
They'll be here.
Idaho.
They'll be here
Check.
eventually, dude. They're making their way over.
Sponsorship coming.
But yeah, they have them in Tucson for some reason. Like, I don't even know how that happened. It's like you guys went from fucking Wisconsin to Tucson. Whatever.
You're like, you heard of Porta Subs?
yeah.
So I don't think there's any in California, but once upon a time there wasn't.
There's
for sure.
one.
Well, there's
Tahoe.
one like in Tahoe.
Yeah.
right there
But
on
then
the
I was
California
like,
side.
maybe it's in Reno.
We
Dude,
actually,
there's
my
one
best
right over
friend and I
here.
met
There's
the
one
owner
right over
there.
here.
Right over here. I was gonna say,
Hazel and fucking
somebody said they were bringing them into California, but there was once
yeah.
upon a time where it was.
But it's like linked up in a gas station, so
Right.
I don't know how.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's one of those.
But as far as sandwich shops go, it's either Beach Hut
Beach Hut is
or Jimmy
amazing.
John's. Jimmy John's.
Beach Hut is a little bit different. That's
Yeah.
more of like a dinner sandwich in a way.
Oh god, it's
Fucking
so good.
dude, we get it a lot for work. Like people like.
Malibu.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Beach Hut's bomb because they put giant slabs of cream cheese on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, dude, I used to go to Beach Hut. The hottest fucking girls working at Beach Hut. There'd be like 7 extremely hot
All the,
girls,
like,
and
beachy
fucking only 2 of them are
outfits and
working.
shit.
The other ones are just like walking around like hee hee hee, fucking.
It's like a modern day Hooters.
So
Yes,
yeah, I was just
exactly.
about to say it's like Hooters is full.
I'm like, this guy has a great
We're going
business
Beach
plan.
Hut, like fucking Twin Peaks and shit.
Yeah, yeah. They closed it. They closed Twin Peaks.
Oh,
gone, man. That was the only
I'm gonna
California
end
location.
it tonight, motherfucker.
That was the only California location, and they fucking ended it.
All right, another one. I noticed that you're in the motorcycle community.
Yes.
Do you ride?
I do
She's
not.
smarter than that.
Not yet.
No, I have friends that ride, and I've like ridden on the back, like I've been a passenger. But as far as like I've done dirt biking, but I am not the best driver with four wheels, and
So two might be a little.
yeah.
bit,
If I have two, I legit might kill myself.
That means he's a good man.
I think you would be amazed.
I like run into shit that I should not run into. Every time Derek sees my car, he's like, "What'd you hit?"
Really?
Yeah, he's like,
Oh
"You
no.
back up into everything. Like, how do you have bumps, like dents on every side of your car?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. Just leave it alone."
So how did you guys get linked up in the motorcycle community? Because you guys are everywhere. Like I've seen you. We originally met at there was Auburn Cycle.
Custom cycles.
Uh-huh.
So I think we went. Our first event that we ever did was a Battle of the Badges chili cook-off, and we met Bob Richards at that event, and he does 41 Live, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna have the Ride the Line event. Do you guys want to come?" And we're like, "Absolutely."
I've heard of it.
And so we started going to that event, and then it led to more and more. One of our designers, he like started with us. It was me, Derek, and Vic. And Vic, he actually drew up our original logo. He did that skull.
So that's his
did-
artwork.
Yep.
Okay.
He did this design. He did the flag. Like I came in, I did the female stuff. I've ventured now, like I've taken over like the recovery designs. And I'm doing a lot more as far as like I network with brand ambassadors and I book events, and so my role's like evolved, and I've kind of stepped into like the partner role. But Vic, sorry, getting back to that, he is in the motorcycle community, and so he is really good friends with Mike Miller, and so that's how we got linked
Nice.
up at the Miller Bill. And it's just kind of like going and meeting people, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to be doing an event. Do you want to come down?" And like they like the skull, they like our design, and we were just really accepted in the motorcycle community, so we just kind of ran with it.
You're definitely in the right
Yeah,
genre
it's
for
like,
that
you
community,
know,
yeah.
I mean, it's such a broad net, like whether it's fitness or financial improvement or just wellness or whatever improvement looks like for you, as long as you're like trying to evolve and trying to better yourself, like you're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even if you're not, even if you're just like a closet asshole, but you rock our shit, okay, just don't be an asshole when you're rocking our shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I would never do such a thing. I just go spit on somebody. I'm like, "Pah, always improving, motherfucker," and I just run off.
'Cause I was curious about that because, I mean, you are like you have a stand in the events, you know,
Right.
whereas I'm promoting, you know, just basically putting up flyers. Like you actually have your vendor booth there, you know, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love going and doing events. I love meeting people. It's forcing me to get out of my shell. It's like now, like the older I get, the more introvert I get, you know?
It's because you realize people suck.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
That.
Like, and you realize, like, okay, I'm gonna get fucking dark.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, bro, what the fuck is this life we live? Like, to fucking slave for these motherfuckers to make money off of us while they just talk shit and separate us and blah, blah. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, goddamn
Before you get too dark, too depressed, let's take
But
all
I'm
the
like,
sharks
bruh.
away.
Like, what is this life we live, bro? Like, what the fuck is happening here?
Right.
But I'm not gonna, like, dude, I'll never fucking do anything stupid. Like, don't get me wrong. If the train
No,
came last
I
night and
don't-
smashed me to pieces,
I feel
whatever.
like you would
but-
hit me up and say, "Take me to a motorcycle event," before you said, "I'm gonna swallow the."
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do
Right.
anything dumb. But at the same time, if a Chinese satellite crashed out of the sky and smashed me, I'd be like,
Yeah.
it's all right, it's fine.
That's where
But
I'm at
yeah.
too.
I'm just
Like,
like,
I don't
dude,
want it to happen, but if it happens,
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not gonna be sad about
dude,
it.
when
know
when
what
I
I'm
saw
saying?
our friend mentioned that you got hit, I was like, this fucking idiot. Because I thought you were doing something stupid, honestly. I was like, this motherfucker's being stupid. And then when she told me it happened, I'm like, that fucking sucks. And then you texted me, you're like, well, I was kind of hoping. And I'm like, this motherfucker. That's why when you jumped in the water. Yeah, he's fine. That's why when you jumped in the water that day, I was like, oh, shit. Like,
Oh yeah, I
gotta
bit
fucking-
my tongue jumping in the water.
Did you really?
I did.
Dude, I could see
Remember
that.
I came out with a bloody mouth.
Oh,
and that
you're
fool
right.
gave me a beer?
Yeah.
Dude, so that was the first injury. I fucking bit my tongue jumping in the water, and then I busted my ribs on the rocks, and then I burned my leg on the pipe. On top of that, Sam Cuddy remembers this. Him and his wife were sitting right there twice. So I sit down. I'm a fucking accident-prone idiot right now. So I get into
Just right now.
So I get into an accident on Tuesday, and on Saturday I'm sitting with Sam Cuddy and his wife at the table at the Rolling Locos event. Super fucking fun event. But I'm chilling with them, right? And I sit down with my food, and I got a nos in my bag, fool. And the motherfucker falls out and just goes all over everything.
Wow.
Everybody. There's a fucking a member of the MC right here, and he's just like
Bro, you should have been like, whose bag is that?
into the
Some
garbage.
asshole fucking left their shit here.
And then I come back, some time goes by. I'm still sitting with Sam Cuddy and his girl, and I go up and I get another beer, and I come, and the fucking goddamn table was the boards were just a little bit off, and I happen to set my beer on the crease right here, right, and it was off, and so it goes.
Bro, they just think you're retarded at this point. They're like, this fucking guy's disabled.
Get this fucking guy out of here,
Like, can we get him a rubber fucking suit?
I was so glad it did, because it spilled right next to Sam's wife, and I was like, oh my
Bro.
god. And she was like, nothing got on me. I was like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah. Dude,
I was an accident pro.
I had a
idiot this
moment.
whole
I
week,
went to
dude.
a bar one time and I was hanging out with a friend I hadn't seen in a long ass time, in like a couple years. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't even drunk, dude. I didn't even start drinking. I ordered a tall ass beer, and I was all excited talking because I hadn't seen my friend in a while. And I smacked the fucking beer over, and it just spilled all over the place. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna leave now because I feel like a fucking retard. But yeah, it's like, dude, it's amazing how something like that can make you feel so fucking stupid.
So you guys want to hear some really cool stuff. So
Oh,
are you
boy.
spiritual or anything at all?
Spiritual?
Do you believe in spirits?
Like
The spiritual realm?
dead people?
Not necessarily
Like Adolf Hitler's
dead
spirit?
people, but do you believe that there's paranormal activity type thing? There's...
Okay, so here's what I will say. I will always say no to that question, but if you try to get me to spend the night in a fucking haunted place, I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
good. I'm good. So I think,
Obviously,
yeah,
actions speak louder than
I
words
do
and shit.
believe that there is some
Okay.
shit going on that we don't understand.
So here's...
Bro, okay, hold on. I know you're not a big pet guy. You have pets. You ever think holy fuck, my cat or dog sees some shit that I don't fucking see?
Oh yeah.
Dude, they have a different sense than us, bro.
I believe
For
that
sure.
cats absolutely can
All
see.
right.
I don't think dogs can.
There's this game called Bloodborne. It's a PlayStation game. It doesn't matter. The point is, when you play the game, the more you play it, you gain this shit called insight. And once you get to a certain insight, you all of a sudden see things that were there the entire time, but you didn't see them before.
Right.
I'm like, cats have fucking insight, bro. These motherfuckers see some shit I don't see.
Yeah.
Because they'll be staring at the wall angrily, the fuck is that? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't see it.
Right.
But I'm probably glad I don't see it because
Right.
it's probably fucking scary.
Because it's some bloody face
Fucking monster
motherfucker
shit,
that's,
dude.
Yeah.
Mad.
I
I'm in
think,
their
yeah.
house.
So I always say no to that question, but I think there is some shit going on that we don't understand, we don't grasp.
Energies from
Yeah.
another realm
Yeah.
or another world that mix with this world that we physically live in.
Yes.
So my accident. My accident happened on Tuesday. My accident happened on Greenback. I was going westbound on Greenback. I had just left Sunrise, and I was heading towards Birdcage. Everybody knows
Yeah.
where this is at, right? I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, most likely 4 years ago, we lost a rider named Oleg Schmick. Oleg passed away. If you were to leave...
Was he a black guy?
No. He was a Russian. Or Ukraine. He was
Yeah.
Ukrainian.
Oleg. Come on.
And so if
That wasn't
you were
a fucking serious question. Jesus Christ.
if you were to
I assume he just walked around with a fucking giant sword all day long. I am Oleg. He just smashes you, dude. Dress.
you're talking to a gullible motherfucker, okay? Like shit just goes over my head. I don't get shit, dog.
Oh, she looked at me like I was
Yeah.
retarded too. She's like, "What the fucking no, dumbass." It's obviously white.
So if you leave Sunrise and you turn right on Birdcage, you go up basically to like the apartment complex in the T right there. Oleg passed away right there. 4 years prior,
What happened? You got hit by a car?
he was on his way home. He dodged a car and he hit a tree. So basically, he was burning 100.
I don't know
miles
if that's
an
a
hour.
good trade-off.
He was burning 100
You think if
miles
he would
an
have hit the
hour.
car, it would have been better?
Well, I don't think
No,
he intentionally
no.
hit the tree.
I think at 100 miles an hour, he was going to die
All right,
regardless.
now I feel.
When he hit the tree, like
He's
check it
like,
out.
fuck
He was
it.
dodging the car. He wasn't like, I'm gonna dodge the car just so I can hit this tree because it's gonna hurt a lot less.
All right, fair. Okay, you're right.
When,
you're right.
dude, when
you're
he
right.
hit this tree,
I see
literally,
the error of my ways.
this tree's no bigger than your Coke can, or your beer,
But
right?
I mean, when you're going fucking
100
yeah.
miles an hour, it tacoed his rim. His front rim was tacoed. Like he said, bam. He hit it that hard, like that. But basically, his accident was 4 years ago, and it was literally the Monday night before my accident.
Wow.
You trying to hang out with Oleg?
I think there's a little bit something different going on there. Okay, here's
Like
some
he
more.
was like-
We're in the fucking
like he
Matrix, bro.
kept
We're not
you-
done yet.
We're in the Matrix.
We're not done yet.
Like
Okay,
he protected you a little bit, showed up.
I think
No,
there
'cause
might
if Oleg
be
was there,
something
this
a little bit
motherfucker
something
wouldn't have
different.
been
I
there.
think Oleg was trying to pull me in.
I was like, yeah, Oleg's trying to kill this motherfucker.
He's trying to get me, man.
He's like, hey, bro.
Like, come on.
It's not
Yeah.
so bad.
I'm lonely,
He's like, I'm
never
really
So-
bored. Yeah, I'm really bored drinking
So
beer
check
by
out
myself.
this other one, right? So that day I just got done dropping my Harley off at Folsom Harley, and I was on my way home. I was coming back down Greenback, and there was a Grom, dude on a Grom, and there was a Honda
Wait, what's a
fucking with
Grom?
him. It's like a bike that goes like 50 miles an hour.
Like a bicycle?
No, like a motorcycle.
Oh, okay. But it only goes 50 miles an hour?
It doesn't go very fast. It's like
Gotcha.
they're usually like 50 cc's or
What's the
150
point of it?
cc's or some shit.
Like-
Mostly around town.
Gotcha, okay,
Stunts and
okay,
shit like
okay.
that. Get you to work and if
Okay.
you live up 2 blocks or whatever. But basically, this Honda was fucking with this dude. And so I got between him. I told dude, take off, right? And I'm holding Honda back. And then we come up to a light and there's like 6 cars. So we both cut the lanes. Honda's way back there. So I chill with dude for a minute right there. You know, we had just passed like... I think it was Hazel, you know, we're cruising a little bit. And then I realized Honda's way back there. There's no way he's going to fuck with this guy no more. So I take off. Bomb. And here's another one. I've been trying to find time in my day because I'm trying to like get all set up for my exit of this world, right? And so I've been trying to find time in my day to stop off at a couple
What the fuck is
of...
wrong with you, man? Fuck, bro.
to try to stop off
You're
at
so
a couple
fun.
of...
You're so fun.
cemeteries because I actually want to be buried rather than cremated at this time, right? And so
This motherfucker's picking out plots?
Yeah.
Thank you
Bro.
for not spitting on me.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is that shit, bro?
And so I'm
Bro,
over
you
here
think
like
I'm dark?
I'm
Give me the
thinking in
knife.
my
Give me the
head.
fucking knife, you dark mother- Bro, I just got your gooey serum all over me.
So I'm thinking in my head like because I've been meaning to make time out of my day. So I'm
Go
heading back.
check out a grave?
Shut up, asshole.
Fucking
so I'm
shit,
heading
dude.
back from Folsom Harley.
Bro, you are way
I'm
more
standing
fucked
up
up
on
than I
my
thought.
bike. I just got done protecting the Grom, and I'm thinking I got plenty of time in my day to pull off at the cemetery and just ask what the prices are.
And-
right?
oh my god.
And I
bro.
didn't. And I
This
didn't.
motherfucker.
And then my bike is getting low on gas, and I'm like, I should stop off. I got plenty of time to stop off and gas up right now. And I didn't. And then bam, I get into an accident. Accident I didn't even see. So like, 2 things tried to pull me off the road that day, and I ignored it. Nah, I'm gonna keep going. And then when I left the Sunrise light, there was another rider with me. And so me and him are in front of everybody. There's no fucking cars in front of me.
Wait, what are you doing?
But then the rider turns off. I give him deuces, and I look forward, and there's a car in front of me. And the car like came out of the thing. Like I didn't even know it was there. You know, it was that situation where it was like I really had no other choice. All the way up until the moment that I had to react to a car in front of me.
No, you drink
Like
it.
everything
That's
led me
yours.
to that car. Even turning my head for a minute when I had an open road in front of me, turning my head and giving deuces to another rider who was going to a gas station that I was going to turn into, and then turn back and there's a car right in front of me. Like at that spot, at that time, Like there was so many different things that could have happened, you know, like butterfly effect, right?
Right.
Like so many different choices that I could have made that day that could have altered that outcome. But I also look at if I did pull into that gas station and didn't get in that accident,
Would you have been in a different one later on?
that would have been worse.
Right.
So should I be thankful? Like that I didn't die or didn't get in a worse accident, or I could have killed somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could have had to live with some
Thankful?
bullshit.
You're motherfucking going to graveyards looking at plots and shit. What the fuck?
But
I
he
feel like you'd
didn't.
be.
I did it.
Bro.
He was gonna.
I'm dark as
But he
fuck.
didn't.
I'm dark as fuck, but I've never
I
once,
love it, this girl.
Dude, I've never once went to a cemetery and be like, you know, maybe I'd fit good right there. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You sick bastard.
Do you even have a beneficiary or somebody, or let's say
No, you know what I
he
want?
doesn't?
No.
I do.
Because when I die, I want everything and everyone I love to be buried with me like a fucking Viking. Everyone's going
When I
down.
die,
Hey,
all
just so you know,
motherfuckers are dying with
you're
me.
in there.
Here's
You're gonna
an-
die.
You're gonna come with me.
Here's another one.
Better hope I stay alive.
Like a Unabomber
what about a
Yeah.
power of attorney?
situation.
Do you have a power of attorney? Anybody that you've never elected?
Jeremy, we have
anybody-
literally had the discussion that
You
I'm
do
literally,
have a power of attorney.
I'm
you just
worth-
haven't
I'm
self-elected.
Dude, I am
I'm
worth.
your power of attorney now.
Will you
bitch.
grab me another Paloma?
I will.
I'm worth what is literally in my bank.
I will tell you-
Spoiler alert, not much.
Wow.
That's not the
So, what the fuck do I have? I don't have anything to give to anybody. Like misery and pain. Like
You
what
know
the
what?
fuck?
I'm gonna get you linked up with Derek
Oh, okay.
because Derek does do life insurance.
Oh, I mean,
And he can get you like living benefits. It's not as all dark like I thought it was all
Jeremy.
about just dying.
When did you get clipped by the car?
When?
When? What day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So I just passed over a week.
Okay.
But
he's gay. It's his fault.
yeah, so anybody who needs life insurance, Derek. will
Hit
get
a. Oh,
you
let me see if I
the
can slice
best
this thing in
policy.
half.
You can do my empty one.
That's no fun.
I think we were
I'm gonna
having
put that
so
one in the
much
book.
fun that we really lost track of time. So I wanted to close it.
I'm like, I have to leave it to
Yeah.
end.
No. Okay. I wanted to close it out. One more main question that I really wanted to ask you. With everything that's going on in the world today, right? There's riots. There's bullshit. There's so much everything, right? One word. If you could come up with one word that you believe. Shut the fuck up, asshole! Before I push you off. What are you doing?
I took it away from you because you're scary and dark.
One word.
Bro, try
I'm
looking
real,
at
Give it to me,
Bro,
motherfucker.
you're looking at
I'm
plots.
the
That's
only one
fucking
not
terrifying.
Liking it, not talking about
Yeah,
death.
see, she's the only one happy.
Like,
I'm
the
not
only
giving you a
happy
cleaver.
one.
I feel
She's
like
the only happy
you're the
one.
worst one with a cleaver.
Yeah, I
only happy
probably
one.
would be.
Yeah, as
So-
long as there's no Percocet to chop up, we're fucking good, bro. We're good.
What a dick, right? He's a dick, dude. I love it. He's a fucking rock star. Okay, so one
Just
word.
saying, like, yeah, we don't need any of that.
If you could basically change it all, if you could just get everybody to calm down with one word, just one word, what would it be?
Get everyone to calm down with one word?
Could you do it?
No, because my word would be like faggot or something. Like, let's see how this pisses everyone off.
I would.
And I got plenty of gay family, and I got no problem with gays, but faggot, dude, triggers everybody for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
There's another word
And
that
it's
triggers
so
a lot
funny,
of
it
people.
triggers all the people that aren't gay.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever hear, like,
no gay people are mad about
Gay
that.
people don't get offended.
Dude,
by-
gay people will take
They
that shit
do.
on with
They
pride.
do. The F word is like the N word to a gay person. Yeah, it is.
Maybe
It's
some.
super serious.
I think it depends
yeah.
how you say it, though.
Yeah, and I felt bad because I
Yeah.
actually said it to one of my friends, but that's actually one of the words that
Oh,
I'll
you're a good
say.
friend. You're a good friend.
You know, when I'm like really upset at
Was
somebody.
that on his
you know?
podcast, too?
Yeah.
Did you call?
No, but I felt bad when I said it too because we were sitting there smoking and shit. Anyways,
Wait,
I
what
felt
the?
bad.
No, how did you say it, though?
Don't-
Like, what was the
I don't wanna get
context?
into it.
No, no,
I asked
no,
her a
no.
question. No, I
Did you
didn't
call
say
him
that.
I would say-
that? Did you call him that, or did you just say it?
I just said it, but
Okay,
I said
yeah,
it
yeah,
in front of
yeah.
him, so I didn't never said it to
Yeah.
him. But because
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I could tell that he was offended. He doesn't like that word.
I mean,
He doesn't like that word.
I get it.
Yeah.
Fuck. I would say either perspective or hope.
Perspective, I think, is the better one. It's a good one. That's good. That's fucking
think so,
deep.
too.
It's pretty deep.
All right, you guys. So the jewelry contest word is perspective.
Your mom's got perspective.
Thank you very
my
much.
God.
Not your mom,
For helping me come
motherfucker.
up
I was
with
talking about this mom. Their moms.
Somebody.
Perspective is very important because ultimately that's where a lot of it lies. Like, even in simple things like relationships.
I will say, Do you ever notice, Sonic,
Oh, boy.
when you start to go talk, like you've done it a couple of times, it's really funny. You'll get really passionate and you'll bob your head. And I'm like, oh my God, that's why I have, like, we're drawn. Like that goofy energy. You're like perspective and
Yeah.
you bob your head. And I'm like, whoa,
Yeah,
Nene.
I hate it.
Whoa, Shenene.
I
met a
want
lot
to
of
hit him
homegirls.
with the dull
He's
side of that
like,
fucking
you're
knife.
very talk with your hands, or you're very, like, animated when you talk.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's why
So
we're
fucking-
homies.
And it's been there my whole life too. I've actually okay. So this fucker, I know he's gonna
Look,
talk
dude,
some shit.
I'm definitely.
So,
I'm trying to be nice.
When I was
don't wanna hurt your
an
feelings
exotic
again.
dancer,
An exotic Magic Mike over here. Jesus.
I actually
fucking
had
Christ,
a
bro.
Russian woman ask me if I was. Well, obviously I look Russian, but she
Dude,
thought
yeah.
that I was Russian because of how theatrical
Yeah, you
I
look
was
like
with
a
my
Slavic
hands
People
as I was dancing and shit like
Talk
that.
to
yeah.
me in
Can
Russian.
Can you do a Russian accent?
No.
Come on, give it a shot. In
He
Soviet
wants me to be racist.
in Soviet Russia, Sonic, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you can come up with something.
I
Nothing.
can't. No.
You suck.
No, because I mean, oh, he dies. He dies. Who's that?
What?
That's
No,
all I got.
you sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, it was
Motherfucker's all
it was dude from the Rocky movie.
Oh yeah.
Dolph
fucking-
Lundgren.
Yeah, you're right.
See,
You're
I
right.
was
He
like,
dies. He dies.
If he does, he does.
I thought you were going with like the Buffalo Bill, like it puts the lotion on the skin. For whatever reason, that's where my head went. And I'm like, was Buffalo Bill Russian?
No, he's just weird.
I'm like, what?
Was Buffalo Bill a real person?
Yes. Well, it was based on
Like
a
a
real
cowboy?
person.
It
was
sounds like a cowboy.
No, it was based on a real guy that fucking skinned women. Dude, he had like a fucking
Ah, that makes more sense now.
bro. He had an apron made of nipples.
Eminem.
He had an apron made of nipples. How many nipples do you
Buffalo
think it
Bill?
takes to make
Buffalo
a fucking
Bill?
apron, bro?
You're
So
That's
he
all-
looked like a fucking dog in heat.
Yes. This motherfucker had
Like
an
1,000
apron.
nipples?
Dude, he had like skin fucking lamps and shit, dude.
Ugh.
Yeah. But this is like, dude, you also gotta realize like crimes have changed so much.
70s,
Like
80s, thank God I was
yeah,
around.
exactly, because they couldn't fucking trace anything. There was no
Yeah, there was no
forensic.
social
There was no
media.
blood. There was no
These guys
nothing,
got a
bro.
cleaver on the table talking about forensics and blood.
In Soviet Russia,
Oh my god.
cleaver cleaves you.
The
Yeah, I
cleaver.
work with a lot of Russians, and they're like, "Yeah, you do. You like look Russian," and I'm like, "Really?"
I don't think you look Russian.
No, I don't think so.
I'm
You definitely have a
Mexican
unique
and
look, though, yeah.
Irish.
Irish.
People always ask me, they're like, "Where are
Yeah,
you from?"
you look more like a potato eater to me. Fucking potato eaters, man. I'm Irish too, so
like
I can
from
say that.
Idaho.
No, from fucking Irish shithole land. You know those motherfuckers, bro. This is how stupid the Irish are.
This is how
The
blonde
pot-
I am.
Bro, the potatoes went bad, and they're like, we're all gonna fucking starve. I'm like, have you guys considered eating anything else? Like, you don't only have to eat potatoes, motherfucker. Have you heard of chickens? Rice. Fucking beans.
No.
Vegetables.
They're like, we don't have
"Hey,
any of that. Where's
we
that
only
at?"
eat taters.
Yeah.
We eat mashed taters. We eat sliced taters. We eat baked taters. We eat fucking scallop taters.
Your
Tater
accents
soup.
are on point.
Fucking.
His accents are on
I think
point.
he's off a little
You
bit,
just went
but
from Russian
this one's good.
to like Irish and
Yeah.
Scottish. And let's get some
Scottish.
Asian.
Oh god, I can do a pretty good. I can do a good Slurpee guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna get us in trouble.
All of it's
Like
gonna
we
get
start
us
to
in
do
trouble.
some of these, and it's like we're gonna really sound racist.
But I think if you do a fucking Irish one and you're fucking Irish, it's all right. Like you're fucking one of the
I think you tried
fucking.
to do something else last
You're
time.
one of the
It was-
fucking.
the
You don't
two
even know what the
before.
fuck
It
Ireland
was
is, do
Irish.
you?
It
You're
was-
fucking
you
potato-headed
sounded
fuck.
Irish, but it was something else you were
You're a
trying to
fucking
do.
right cunt, you know that?
So what about any events or anything that you have coming up?
We will be 3rd of July up in Colfax, and that's always a fun one. We're doing a one with 41 Live in September. And then, no, I need to get on booking more events.
That's what we're here for.
You guys
I've
have
been
pretty. You guys have
slacking.
pretty sweet T-shirts. I like the
Dude,
General Patton
I think
one.
you guys definitely.
I didn't even pay attention because I wasn't trying to stare at your tits.
Well,
But
thank
now that I see General Patton's there, I'm like, it's okay now, right? Like, I'm just
Well,
being a
it's-
patriot if you think
It's
about
better
it.
than the guy that's
You're
like,
dead
I
man.
love
I know, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. It's okay. Speed it up, Derek. Speed it up, man. I hate my life anyway. Here, you can use this.
Got all the tools right
But
here.
give me some Percocet first.
Stupid.
I was
That's why you
cracking up.
brought it over here.
I wore the Metallica shirt to work, and this guy was like staring at my boobs, and I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm just a huge Metallica fan. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's what it was.
I'm
yeah,
like,
totally.
Did
That's
you
what I.
even-
Whenever I.
You're full of
Okay.
shit,
Whenever I
motherfucker.
stare at his dick,
Yeah.
I go, oh, I'm just a fan of denim.
Yeah.
Don't worry, bro. It's not your dick. I just love denim for some weird reason.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That
like,
was
get the fuck out of here,
the
guy.
best
You're
line.
staring at some
I'm
titties,
so
bro.
sorry. I'm just a huge fan of Metallica, and
Wow.
I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
So one of the best pickup lines I've ever witnessed that I was not a part of was I worked with this black chick named Portia back in the day, and this black dude walked in, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, girl? Do you got any kids?" And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Do you want any?"
Yeah.
It's like, wow,
No, I've
really
heard
straight to the point.
dumb shit like that before too. Honestly, I don't know why women don't slap the shit out of fools. If I was a chick,
Bro.
some dude said that.
Right? Okay,
I'd
so
be
another
into
thing.
it.
But I will say, Portia
Good luck
was
with
really
that
funny.
one.
So our boss was actually named Harley. And Harley was a fucking dirty old man. Dude, Harley walked up to her one day, he's like, "Hey, Portia, have you ever ridden a Harley?" Dude, without skipping a beat, she's like, "Have you ever been inside of a Porsche?"
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's comedy. That's pretty
really
good.
funny.
I was like, damn,
like
that's
it.
actually pretty fucking good right there.
You know, I do have to give guys props because, like, even if they know they're gonna fail when they walk up and they drop like that pickup line, like at least you guys have the courage to do it.
Not me. Nope. I would never fucking throw out some shit like that I knew. Well, okay, I take that back.
mean,
I
if
say
you're-
some really stupid shit, but I think in my head when I say the stupid shit, I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work.
Right.
Like, I'm expecting failure.
Yeah.
I've never walked up and said some really dumb shit to a woman and thought, this is gonna work out great.
Right.
Like, I've hit on girls in the most stupid ways. I'll be like, girl have like a stilettos on or some shit. I'm like, oh shit, are you a ninja too? Take that thing off and use it.
Right.
And that's how you, like, something like that. But I'm like, this is not gonna work. Like, I've never
Little-
thought.
the little shock factor.
But yeah, I know. I do. Some dudes just say the most outrageous shit, and I'm like,
See, I'm cool.
you thought that was gonna work, bro?
with that? It's when you come up and you grab.
Oh yeah, I would never do that.
Like,
I would
I was
assume
like-
a woman would stab me in the fucking face.
Dude, so I went to Kill Switch Engage with my girlfriend Sarah, and this guy, like, at first I was like, okay, because she's got long dreads, and I'm like, okay, maybe her dreads are hitting me in the butt.
Oh no.
And then I'm like, hold on.
what the fuck?
And so I'm looking at
Yo,
her.
those are
And
fingers.
she's looking at me. And dude's getting really, really close.
You're like,
and
how did
getting
his-
more
how
and
did
more
her-
aggressive, right? And he just grabbed my ass. And Sarah, dude, I'll never forget it. She turns around and she's like, "Motherfucker, back up!" in front of everyone. She's
Yeah.
like, "I will go
Yeah,
to jail.
call him
I
out,
will
dude.
drop you
Yeah.
right now."
You'll lose your
Do
dick.
not. Yeah.
It'll be all cut off
Do
and
not.
bloody.
And everybody, I was like, okay, I can go to concerts with you. Because that was like one of the first concerts I went to without Derek.
Right.
And I was like, oh, fuck, this is going to be like
Dude, I really
either
feel
crash
like-
and burn.
I feel like women should like call dudes out in situations. Like, make them look like a fool. Make everyone.
Oh no,
fucking
they are
see
absolutely.
that
Dude.
shit.
Women
you
are
know?
really taking the stand. Like they're
dude.
all over the place. Social media guys are trying to hit them up. They got girlfriends and shit, and they're like, "Hey, put on blast!" Bam! I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Yeah.
Yeah. No, women
Nah,
are
dude.
definitely putting up.
I think
with
if
that
I was
shit.
a woman, I probably would have stabbed a few dudes in the face. Like, bro, I was hanging out with a chick one time, and I wasn't like with her. She was she basically asked me to just be like a DD. She's like, I'm gonna go. It was a friend of mine. She's like, I'm gonna go downtown and party. Can you drop me off and pick me up? You can use my car. I'm like, sure, whatever.
She call you Gator.
Right? I'm just fucking.
Sorry.
I'm glad. No, I got the reference.
Gator's got bitches.
Gator's got hella bitches. But yeah, it was crazy because I went to pick her up and she's fucking trashed. Like, she's fucking sloppy, falling around, and this dude's over there like, hey,
Right.
what's up? What's up, girl? What's going on? Blah, blah. And I'm just watching like, okay, I see what's up. And then I just walked over and was like, hey, fuck you doing, bro? Fuck out of here. And he fucking scurried off like a fucking rat. But it's like, dude, this motherfucker, if I wasn't there,
Oh,
she probably
sure.
would have fucking,
Right.
something bad would have happened.
Yeah.
But it's just like, bro, like, and she was literally like falling on the fucking lamppost, and it's like, come on, bro, you're trying to take her home, like, you sick motherfucker.
Right.
But and
And
maybe
that's
that's
why I don't drink anymore.
Yeah,
Because
honestly,
I was that girl.
Dude,
I
like
almost knocked a couple of guys out for that. I remember one time when we were young, dude, there was this one chick at the party, and she was completely just eliminated. She was all over the ground. And everybody was just walking over her. Like, it was... And then one moment, she was gone. And then there was this other dude in the party who was gone. And then somebody else hollered something, and dude came out the bedroom, and we were just like, oh, bro, you
Stompy
straight.
time. Stompy
Yeah,
time.
like you straight drug her up into that fucking bedroom and just started having your way with her, bro. Yeah, no, he eventually got his ass whooped up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never got that. I mean, maybe it's because I had a fucking sister, but I'm like, bro, I'll fuck somebody up. Like, I've picked a lot of drunk bitches up and took them home and blah, blah. And
She was perfectly fine on the ground.
Yeah,
leave her alone.
like, yeah, leave her
She'd have
alone.
woke up in a couple hours
She'll
and
be
been like, where the
fine.
fuck I'm at?
Yeah.
You know?
dudes
Leave her
are-
alone. You know, there's got to be trust, dude. When
Dude,
you're-
men are
yeah.
the worst. Men are the worst thing on this fucking planet.
Not all
Speak for
men.
Well-
yourself. Yeah,
well,
I was
hold
saying,
on.
like, I
There's
feel like
some
I
good
got
I was
a
gonna
little-
say,
I feel
except
like
for
I hold myself pretty nice.
except for when it
I'm
comes
not
to
that
driving
piece
and
of
being
shit.
sensible, then women are definitely the worst.
Yeah.
And I will, yeah. When I'm pushing gurneys, I'm like, watch out!
Yeah.
Female driver!
Yeah.
I might be a little fucking like psycho and jokerish, but I'm not that asshole, dude.
And there are
Motherfucker,
some
you look at
shitty
goddamn-
ass women.
I'll cut
Bro, you're
somebody's dick
literally
off for that
looking
shit.
at fucking graveyard plots for yourself, you sick
Yeah, it's
bastard.
whatever. It's for
It's
me.
what it's that's not a whatever thing. When someone says
That's
it's
not a
whatever,
bad thing.
when someone
Well,
says
okay,
it's
so
whatever, it's like
You're
they.
planning
When
for the
in
No,
your
no.
life do
When
you
someone
go do this?
when someone says it's whatever, it's like when they do fucking coke on their lunch break. Not fucking. I went to look at graveyard
asshole.
plots so I could figure out where I want to fit. Like maybe I'll be next to that kid that died in 1923.
When-
and this
when do
grandma,
you do
this
this?
grandma over here, the fucking.
When do you do it?
When do I do it? When do you
No,
do it,
when
motherfucker?
in your life do you handle this business?
Never. Never.
You just let
see
your
not
kids
even
deal
know.
with it.
You
Yes,
let
the
you let
kids
that shit fall
decide.
upon
Let
your
your sister
kids.
handle it.
Absolutely. Fuck them. You did enough for them. They can figure it out after that. Bunch of scumbags.
These guys. All right, you guys. I think we are definitely cutting it short. We have had Krista way too long, and it's been a pleasure.
I don't think we've had Krista long enough. I'm just saying. Goddamn. I mean, that's not what it was. That's.
I
not
look
what
forward to
meant.
having you back for sure. It's been a lot of fun. You guys, if you guys get a chance, well, not if you get a chance, go do it right now. Go check out
Go check
Always
out.
Improving.
Dude, look at my fucking
like
shirt.
the page.
Look at this shirt.
You
Show
guys,
them the
look at this
flag.
shirt.
we
Yeah,
have,
fucking dope.
Can you see it on that shit? Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, shirt, motherfuckers.
and Chris is a creative, and it sounds
Yeah.
like Derek is too. So you guys like this shirt came from an idea. Like she met me and she was like, "Oh, I have this new idea." And then even our other manager Blaze, he's got ideas that he's been pouring to. So if you guys have ideas, hit up Krista. Tell her ways that you guys can come together with ideas. Like
This idea was
to
that-
give her more products.
This idea
for
was
her
that your dick
brand.
is way bigger than that. I mean, way small. Wait,
I think it
you
was
know what
more
I'm
like
saying? You know what
this.
I'm
It was
fucking.
more like the spikes, right?
I really
Like,
tried to fucking fuck that.
da-da-da.
Yeah, all right.
I like the mohawk part.
I've had too many beers.
The ring is hopeful because I gotta get rid of the Anyway,
You're Lord of the Ring.
There you go. You know what?
No, it's
just
the
take care of it.
sign. You're chasing your gold ring.
I'm chasing
That's
my
giving
gold
you
ring.
life.
it gives me
You
purpose,
never
right?
die.
Right.
Those
Well,
gold
until
rings.
another fucking chick pulls out in front of him on a fucking minivan.
I let her
What kind of
go.
car was it?
I
What
let
kind
her
of
go.
car was
Story
it?
Leading up
I
next
know
You don't
the
even
damn-
know.
I want to say it was a Volvo. I have a picture
Dude,
of it. I want to say it was a
Volvo driver. No, not Volvo. Sorry.
I think it
I'm
was a
joking.
4-door Volvo.
Next time, stop and get gas. Stop and look at the plot. When you're being pulled off the road, it's so funny because every time I've gotten a speeding ticket, I've always felt it. I'm like, it's gonna happen. And it might be like sometime that month, but I can feel it. Like I can feel like it's gonna happen. So you would think that I would slow down.
I was gonna say, have you ever considered not driving super fast?
No. I'm
You're like, I
always
know
in a
it's gonna
hurry.
happen, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyway.
Right? And
Like-
I always know.
Okay, for the most
Every
sensible
time.
one at this table, you sound not super sensible
I
right now.
will admit, I am like a full. I'm
No,
not
I feel
You're
that
like,
too.
if I
typical
gun
driver.
it, if I gun it, they won't see me.
Yeah. No, I feel that because when it happened, that's exactly what I kept telling myself of what if.
Right.
You know, like even back in October when I had gone through a situation at work where somebody had passed away hitting the back of my truck, there was a part of me that almost turned right, and I turned left, and then the incident happened.
Do you
Right.
remember what I told you
And
about
I
after
had
that?
an officer tell me, he was like, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. So that's what I tried to keep in my mind was don't do that to myself because should I had turned right, maybe something different would have happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you remember what I
Something
told
worse,
you about that
you know?
shit? You don't remember what I said about that?
No, I would say.
I said if that motherfucker didn't hit you, Probably hit
he
a
would
fucking
hit somebody
family
else.
of fucking
Yeah,
people.
it's
or some
exactly
shit.
that's exactly
Some-
what
like,
everybody else is telling me.
It sucks that it happened.
Friends,
it's horrible.
coworkers, stuff
but
like that. Yeah.
imagine he hit somebody else
Right.
in a fucking car.
Right.
Would have killed the shit out of him, dude.
So maybe it's not.
You shouldn't put it on
Maybe-
you.
Yeah,
is
no,
the
and
point.
maybe
Well, it's
it
not
would
so
have
much
been
that.
like a worse accident, you know? Like maybe you would, like you were saying, you would have died. So I definitely believe that there's like guardian angels.
Right.
Somebody is looking out for you.
I believe that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird, cause like
Not
I feel
to go
like,
even
like if
more-
you if
little
I
bit
was your
more
guardian
into it.
angel, I'd be like,
Let him go.
Yeah,
He's
this
gone through
Thank you,
motherfucker.
his
Krista.
lives.
Thank you, Krista.
He's
I'm like
gone
this
through his
fucking.
lives, let him
like,
go.
yeah.
Bro, he's
He
wearing a
didn't
flat.
learn.
He's wearing a flat billed hat. Let this motherfucker out here.
No shit. No shit. Right on, you guys. It's been an awesome episode, you guys. Have a great night.
Cheers, big boy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You guys are beautiful.
Cheers to you.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
bastards.
Thank you. Cheers. I know, now I have to go to work.
You work tonight?
Yep.
Holy shit.
I'll be off at 7 in the morning.